Hello and welcome everybody to Riff Reload. We've got myself, man.
That's next week.
Yeah, it's next week. This is Fight Night Rift, however, brought to you by GiantSlayer. I'm AlkBattery, and we've got Sam Smacks Hyde with me today. You know, we just couldn't get enough of you last week for the Riff Reload, so we had to bring you back.
Podcast turned casting duo right now. I'm super excited to finally fight on the Rift night.
Woo.
I think I said that in the right order. It's Fight Night Rift here. It's going to be a good time here. Wild Rift Gaming. I'm super excited. We have some really cool teams and players that are going to be playing in today's matches. 20 of them, to be exact. Players, that is.
Yeah, exactly, and we'll get to take a look at the format of this. If this is your first time joining us for a Fight Night Rift, welcome. This happens every 2 weeks. We've got gamers gaming for a total prize pool of $1,000. It's, that we split it, $500 for first place, $250, $125 for third and fourth, and they will play in a best of one single round robin, where then after that, the top two teams will go on to the finals, playing a best of five. We've only had one day where it was divided by tiebreakers. It was a heartbreaking one, but typically we get to see, a pretty clear set of games, but this time around, we don't have any of the top teams. This is one of the rare Fight Night Rifts where we've got a bunch of the lower teams that are coming in, the grassroots teams, which is what we want here for Fight Night Rift.
Yeah, I'm noticing the I in Immortalis, the second
Yes.
I should say. So that is not the number one team in North America. At least not yet. There's
True.
always time for scaling, as I believe today we are going to be watching all of the Fun Havers gameplay, unless they don't make finals, because then we're just going to be watching two of the other teams. But Fun Havers, they were in the last Fight Night Rift, and they've played in a few of the WNS qualifiers as well.
Yes, they weren't able to make it. Unfortunately, they got taken down by Saints, but we'll get to see a couple of brand new teams, specifically 5 Hokage. They have not really joined us before. We've seen Immortalis sitting in some of the qualifiers, Coinflip Gaming. I got to do that a couple weeks ago. They were a lot of fun, at least to watch. I think there was some fundamental stuff that they were still missing, but it's just those small glimpses, right? Like when you're shifting through like sand, if you're doing like panhandling, you're sitting there, you're like, oh, there's gold in there. There's gold in the sand. It's a little nugget though.
Yeah, I have a correction for you. You have Coinflip Gaming every time we load up the game.
True.
So we're gonna have a team that I'm sure you're very familiar with based on name brand alone. As we look at the teams, and like you said, we have seen a lot of the Fun Havers before. Toki, Asami, Cloudy, Nielsen, and even Chaos as well. These are players that we've seen bounce around the North American scene for quite some time, and on the ladder also. I remember playing against some of these guys in some of the ranked games that we've had.
I'm so glad I dodged those lobbies. There's no way. Fun Havers, again, they fell to Saints previously, and Coinflip Gaming, similarly, they kind of had a rough time in the quarterfinals. So here, in a lower stakes tournament, right, like they're playing for a little bit of prize money, they're just here to have fun and honestly practice up, because this weekend we've even got the last chance qualifier. Hopefully we see these teams playing, and that's all what the Wild Rift Fight Nights are about. It's just, get into your teams, make sure that you're practicing, and give them a little bit of a reward at the end.
And it's all about having fun here too.
Yes.
We're just having a nice time fighting it out on the Rift. And that's why they've got the two most fun casters in existence in the entire world here.
Yes.
Max and AlkBattery.
Agreed.
That is both of us. Maybe some other people around would contest that, but no, they're wrong. It's us.
Are they on the broadcast?
Nope.
No.
We're the ones
so they
with
can't
the
contest
microphones.
that. Exactly. If you're in Twitch chat, if one of the casters are in Twitch chat,
Yeah, can we ban them, actually?
exactly.
Just real quick?
No,
Can we
just time them
remove
out. Don't ban them, because this is the same one. We need them back for Rift Reload.
Oh,
We need them
okay.
to type in chat, so
Yep.
we kind of do need them. But Sam, we're getting into our first draft of the day here for Fun Havers and Coinflip Gaming. Master Yi's finally banned. I'm glad. And something that we've been talking about, and I think across the globe, where is Shen and Karma? Seems like Fun Havers at least have got one of them.
Karma is here. Karma seems to be the preferred choice between the Karma and the Shen. We have not seen too many of the teams use Shen, especially in the WNS in this last weekend. I think we only saw it a couple of times and it lost both games. So not super impressive thus far. I think people haven't quite figured it out yet. I think it's really unorthodox to have like a split pushing tank on your team. So you really do need to have a specialized set of skills to accomplish having that on your team and have it look good. in an individual level, but also as a team, because it is a very macro-focused champion with the Stand United ultimate teleport.
When I think of Shen, I do not think of like the player who's going to play Shen as like, I've developed a certain set of skills to play Shen on a mobile game built for children.
Well, it just came out, you know. You gotta have the tailored skill set if you're gonna play a very new champion. Maybe
Taunt,
some reps
press ult
on PC.
Yes.
Yeah.
A few, but we've got. What were you saying?
I bet Shen is gonna be really fun in the fighting game too. Sounds like that'd be really cool.
Oh, yes. I'm excited for that one. I suck at fighting games, so that'll be just another game that I'm like way worse than you at. So I'll take that. You know, it's just
we'll see.
Something that I have to kind of live with. As we get further into this draft, though, we're seeing a couple of different things. Last time I saw Coin Flip Gaming, they were playing a lot of Ashe, and this time around it seems that they've gone for a much more aggressive bottom lane with the Thresh and the Lucian. Picking up a Xin Zhao as well, so really want to kind of hammer home at that early game. A lot of early priority for them.
Perhaps a reaction to the patch, as we are playing on a new patch since the last time we've seen these two teams. So, or actually that's not true for Funhavers. They did play in the WNS qualifier a couple of weekends ago. But apart from that, for Coin Flip, like you said, Ashe was a big priority for them. That did get bumped down a bit, and things like Xin Zhao got bumped up. So now we're going to be seeing some more of the more powerful champions on this most recent patch. I've been wanting to see more Xin Zhao, because it is a champion that's really versatile in the early game and then transitions into a strong frontliner with the Crescent Guard. With the bump in the early game power, you can actually get a whole lot done.
Should be interesting. I agree with you. I always love seeing Xin Zhao kind of transition from the big damage dealer in the early game, and then he's just like, okay, I'm gonna play pseudo tank. I'm gonna like disrupt your front line and your back line to make sure that you kind of have to reposition pretty fast in a team fight. And coming into the second phase of bans here, we've got a couple of 80 carries that have slipped through. I wonder what Funhavers are going to reach for, because I know we've got a couple of Ezreal players here in North America. Ziggs is still very popular, and honestly, against Thresh, I think we're probably gonna kind of shy away from some of the mages.
Looks like Pantheon's going to be the lock-in. Very short-range composition so far for Coin Flip. And you know what beats short-range sometimes? Long-range.
Okay.
I know, AlkBattery, you and I on Twitter just recently got tagged in a very long thread that ruined my mentions about maybe Jhin and Karma being a very strong bot lane duo.
True.
Cloudy, are you going to be on this train? No.
No.
All right, it's just going to be Ezreal. That's still long range, though. That accomplishes what I wanted.
Exactly. Yeah, it's long range poke. It's also very safe, right? Like Jhin, if he gets hit with crowd control, you could just put your phone down. You didn't got to worry about the rest. Like, you're probably just going to die at that point.
You got
Ezreal,
on your team.
Yeah, maybe. But like Ezreal, he's like, okay, I'm gonna Arcane Shift out. I can still build Zonias, and I don't exactly like. I'm not gonna whine the whole game if I have it as my boot enchant. For Funhavers, we were wondering if this was gonna be a flex, and it seems like they've kind of locked that in. I am looking at Set in this game particularly, alongside the Nami, to be kind of a like controllers for team fights, taking out the Pantheon, making sure that Xin Zhao doesn't get into that backline.
Seems like they've got a lot of those on Funhavers, because Karma, in my opinion, does that very well too, especially with all the new crowd control tools that she has in wildrift specifically. However, in this mid lane, it might be a bit tricky to get all those down onto a very mobile champion, very quick champion like the Aurelion Soul, and that will be the lock-in for Sly. Very exciting stuff already in this first game. We don't have a lot of Aurelion Soul players in NA.
Yeah, I mean, all of them went extinct. Like, Meals is waiting in, like, I mean, he's, I guess, going to regionals in all of America. See you there, bud. But not a lot of, like you're saying, not a lot of North American players are picking up the A-Soul. I don't know how to feel about Aurelion Soul. I'll be honest, I'm always weird about this champion, because he either looks, like, turbo useless or just, like, just barely broken enough to, like, okay, we'll take a look at this guy.
It's a weird spectrum there, yeah, for sure. Complete bottom
that's
of the
80
barrel,
carry. That's
then,
the
like,
80 carry spectrum. Like
maybe 51% win rate. I think the best players in the region, or in the world, really, on this champion can really make him look really good, but it is a very unorthodox style. The way that Aurelion Soul deals damage is unlike any other champion to ever exist in Wild Rift and in PC League of Legends, actually. So, same problem on both platforms. And Sly, hopefully, is one of those ones that has mastered it.
And here we are, Sam. We've made it to your first game on the Fight Night Rift. I hope we have some fun games for you to enjoy. And already, CFG, every time I see him on stream, they bring something new. Now, last time it was Rammus Jungle.
Ah.
And you can already know where that went. You could probably infer how that went for their team.
Based on what TJ tells me, he says that Rammus is one of the best champions in the game. So
in
that must have gone
support,
very well.
every time I'm like, yo, what do you think about Rammus jungle here? He's like, it just farms too slow. Like, you're going to get out-tempoed in the jungle. Yeah. I don't recommend that for the gamers at home. Sly's taking a pretty big trade up against Asami, who has the full trade, the full stacks of their passive. And the entire time we're looking at mid lane, I see some HP bars in the bot lane that are blinking, and an early recall for the bottom lane of CFG. Oh!
Summoner spells blown in Baron lane too, and Rygos will get taken out by Toki. Solo Bolo up there, even taking away the honey fruit. Oh, that's just mean, as Funhavers off to a great lead.
Anytime you're in a solo lane, and the enemy opponent, if they take your honey fruit, that's just straight up disrespectful. That's like, those are grounds. That's basically like insulting your family at that point. But like, if they're a ranged opponent, they just like hit it and they force you to take the honey fruit. You're like, man, I didn't want to take this right now. This is the worst timing.
I mean, we just watched the new Turning Red movie last night, and that was a lot about family honor. I think that'd be a disrespected move here, as there's a trade kill in the Dragon Lane River. One already, as Kai's has to back away thanks to that dash. And that's a pretty solid kill onto Cloudy, this champion that you heralded as being very safe. Not looking so much.
That time, it was a bit of a positional error there, as immediately you see that Sly comes back into the mid lane, does have to blow the barrier, but Rygos coming off of, it looks like a trade to try and push in this wave, collapses to help out Kaze. I don't know if they can turn this. Even with Nielsen here, you're going to have to land a huge amount of crowd control. Now, Lantern is there. Someone is able to actually click the button this time. Sly getting ignited. Toki's in the middle of all of the members of CFG and is a kill onto the Pantheon. Oh, man. Sly's like tail between his legs. He's like, I got to go home. I cannot be here anymore.
Asami very nearly killed him there, too, forcing out the flash. Asami with the Ignite deals a ridiculous amount of damage very early on, so... Sly worse for wear in this game, and we're seeing these kills traded back and forth already. Off of the Scuttle Crab, it's flipping for the crab. We always love to see that one.
Oh man, it's CFG. There's a way that we can make this into like a flip Scuttle Crab meme. I'm not smart enough right now to come up with it, but if you give me time and maybe like pen and paper, I could do it. I could do it on break.
Okay,
for sure.
I have a hot take for us.
Okay, I'm ready.
So can we look over at the Aurelian Soul model, just real quick, observers? I want to take a look at this one so everyone gets the full spectrum.
Are you talking about the tail, like
there we
tail
go.
physics?
So no, I don't care about the tail. I just think that this looks like base Aurelian Soul Prestige Edition. It's just blue. Aurelian Soul is already blue. They just gave him some like golden shiny armor.
They just changed his armor accents to gold and called it a skin. Yeah. It is a little bit harder to see.
Well, he's naked on regular skin, so they just put clothes on him. This is like Christmas dog edition.
All right,
put a sweater on him.
I need Kangas back already. It has been not even 5 minutes, and I want my bald man back. I
you need me to shave my head for you?
No,
I'm not going to do that.
Well, now I'm thinking, right, like, how does Aurelian Soul wear pants? Is it like the full vertical, or is it just like the tail, just like the two legs at the bottom?
What if it's the front legs that he wears the pants?
Oh. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
I don't think CFG are thinking about this Rift Herald either, though. They just want to fight mid lane.
I don't think so
They're like, we want Dragon. Nielsen, you just stepped up in the lane. Let's go for it. Let's have a little bit of a scuffle. Cloud Drake for the first one, though. I think I'd give this over to Funhavers. Getting a Rift Herald over a Cloud Drake is definitely in my wheelhouse.
It's honestly surprising to me that they even went for that Rift Herald and Drake swap, as this is more like it. I saw that these teams were really wanting to fight very early on, and this is more their MO to me. Rygos having to flash away from Toki, but it's far too late as Sly underneath this turret. That's another honey fruit take. Rygos can't eat any fruit. He's allergic. We have the Krugs helping out face break Xin Zhao to them as everyone on Funhavers gets their retreat.
Oh man, Sly's just waiting. You know, they picked the Ashe last time for their bottom lane, and now that they have the Aurelian Soul, specifically with this skin, whenever he uses his like little travel E button, it kind of makes him turn into like the Ashe arrow, because it also moves in the same way. I bet it controls very similarly as well. Every pick from Funhavers seems to be on point here, as Sully gets incredibly chunked there, and Funhavers, they break open the mid-tier 1.
Nice Rift Herald usage, and Funhavers showing why you said that you favor Rift Herald early over the Cloud Dragon. You just get that nice bump in gold, gives you the combat stats after you take that recall, and they have a really solid set of early game champions too, especially on that top side. Karma, so much base damage and utility there as he bolsters Lee Sin. We have a Pantheon ultimate here, AlkBattery.
There's the Grand Skyfall. We even got a Scuffle up in the top lane, but that's not enough. Cloudy, incredibly low. Ignite finally takes him down. It's a 3-for-1 all across the board. And Funhavers, even in what looked like an uneven numbered fight, means that CFG continue to lose out. They're going to miss out on this top wave. Thresh is going to do the most smacks thing ever, and he's going to push out this wave all by himself. Funhavers, they're dominating the Wild Rift.
You got to get gold on support every now and again.
Yes, they
you know,
do.
You need your items as price. Oh, you do not like this 1v1 against Asami's Karma. You have to flash out of that one, and so he does, not giving over a 7th kill until Nielsen is flashing it on Nami. Now that's a smacks play.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, gamers. You just flash right on in. Supports, you think that you're safe. Boom. Hits you with that auto attack. You're like 10 HP. You're already dead. It's a little bit
That
of
was
gold.
the ebb and flow. Dunking the water on top of his head. Call it a baptism. His price sent back to base. 7 kills now. Oh, okay. This is not Smacks endorsed.
This is actually true Smacks gaming right here. Toki's gonna come in and save his support, and while Nielsen still goes down, they're able to find Yun on trying to just protect them. Sly pops the barrier, thinking there may be some more action here. Kaze goes in with a Sonic Wave though. Rygos, you're gonna find your first kill. Ignite pop down. Sly gets it first. Ultimates from everybody.
Toki.
It is just a messy fight, Smacks.
Oh yeah, it absolutely is. Toki has so much damage though. There's going to be a double kill for this set, and Price uses his Relentless Pursuit way too early. He can't get over the wall. Triple kill for the set, and Toki continues to dominate this Wild Rift.
Oh man, Funhavers are doing exactly their namesake. They're just styling everywhere. They're going for stuff. Toki's at 26 HP. I barely know him. Who cares? I'm going to take this wave and maybe hit a recall in afterwards. We got 40 seconds on the Ocean Drake, but CFG, the early game tools that they set up for themselves have not really panned out so far.
They have not. Sly on this Aurelion Soul has not been able to make those really surprise roam plays that we see from Aurelion Soul players very often. The mechanics are not bad. I think he just needs to make sure that he's getting these plays down, or else this champion does feel relatively useless. We come around to these objectives, they're going to be spawning at the same time thanks to that early objective trade. The best thing that I think Coin Flip Gaming can do is go for another trade, as they are at a pretty big deficit. However, they're called Coin Flip Gaming.
Well, last time they didn't coin flip it. The last fight we did just see smelled a little bit like we were tossing some burgers. And see, look at this. I love this. They're not only waiting for their team to show up, but also doing a little bit of a mini death push. Look at the stars! You got the Grand Starfall. You got the Aurelion Soul Star coming in. The dragon is still taken by CFG. And all they need to do is get out. Nielsen caught. It is 1 kill. The dragon in their back pocket. And CFG, massive kick from Kai's. Smacks, are they going to get to you going for this?
Oh, Toki is super strong. He's got the Haymaker onto all of these members, but he's not strong enough. They're going to get another trade kill, maybe more, as Cloudy is still chunking him out, flashing forward with the Mystic Shot. It will not connect, but the second one will, and there are still more to be had. The cooldown is very, very low. He needs to stay outside of the star range. That one's not going to connect, and then the Arcane forward double kill for Cloudy to clean up the fight, and that is a delayed ace.
Yeah, that's the ace. That's an unofficial quadra kill here for Cloudy. Fantastic stuff from a team that we talked about. They're a team of kind of misfits, right? Like, they have played on various North American teams qualifying both for Summoner Series last year and the WNS, and to see them here now kind of banded together, a band of thieves even, as CFG, they're struggling to find anything. It was a great start to that fight, right? We were like, okay, this is the coin flip that we wanted. It landed heads, and then it very quickly didn't. And someone like kicked it and was like, nope, flip, done. I'm going for it. We got ourselves a Rift Herald. Toki, you were strong. I don't know if you're strong enough for 3 people, but we'll see. Flashes out. Ultimate's in. Okay.
Ooh, flash. Yeah, nice flash there from Rygos to avoid the Facebreaker. That might have been certain death. More auto attacks would have certainly come if he got stunned up by that one. That is a nice pick onto Toki, the big Fed member there for Fun Havers. You want to shut him down with all of these. This is what I was looking to see from Sly and Yun Yun before. Got this big deficit too, because they are playing these early game focused characters that want to get into the side lanes and find good ganks. That's an example of what could have been going on this entire game.
And I think that comes as like a deficit as to what happened. I'll have to hold that. Pantheon's coming on through. You got Union on the side. That's one kill for Rygos finally, and Smacks.
Oh.
I think it's happening. They're making picks.
Cloudy can't survive that. That's going to be a 2-for-1 in the end. Cloudy does steal a lot of damage on this Ezreal, and we do still have that Rift Herald up in the Baron lane, taking out these turrets. Kai's is there, can't quite confirm a third hit onto those structures as try to back away.
They're just continuing to look for the Smacks. I mean, that's the ultimate from Toki. It pulls in Rygos and Sly.
Ouch.
But there is just blinking HP bars. Sly can go over the wall. He's going to flash for Nielsen. This is for my Lucian from earlier, brother. Nielsen, you're going down. Nami's going to put up a fight, though.
Okay.
Isn't able to get a kill. It's given over to Sully. But CFG, they punish the Fun Havers. They got a little bit too far. They were extending a bit up, and eventually turns into 2 kills.
Coin flips have been tails for most of this game, but they're definitely getting more and more heads as the game progresses.
Yes.
Pretty shocking to me, considering the look of what this composition does. It's very pick-oriented, and Fun Havers did have a great lead before this, but just goes to show that even if you have a lead, you can still be susceptible to getting picked out, and that, again, is what coin flips comp does. So, huge stuff for the entire squad here on the red team. And this could be enough to win, maybe? They need to kill Cloudy a bunch more times.
You don't sound too sure. We've been talking about how Toki has a pretty massive lead. Well, he's just died 3 times in a row. So, like, maybe we might have to reevaluate it. He is grabbing a GA, so we'll have to see. But we've got Infernal Drake. And if there's ever a time to go for flip gamers, it's now. They even have ASOL going for a reset, which means, Sam, we're going to see the Grand Starfall and the Celestial Expansion come through. He's setting it up. You already see he's like wiggling in base. He's ready to drop a massive star coming into this fight.
Here it comes. It's not the yellow skin, so it's not the pizza party. Pantheon earlier than the Aurelion Soul. Not quite here.
We go.
All of this damage onto coin flip is far too much. Sly can't salvage this one. Or maybe he can. He's in this stasis. He's trying to stay alive. He's trying to deal all this damage with the stars, but it's just not quite consistent enough. He's getting run down by Togi. He's getting run down by Kai's. He's the only member still remaining, and he needs to dodge one more skill shot if he wants to survive. He's super fast in this Aurelion Soul, dropping the stun. Toki underneath this turret won't find it. In the end, it's just 4 kills traded for Asami, but crucially, Fun Havers find this dragon.
They got the dragon, they won the team fight, and you called it there at the beginning of the fight. Rygos just winning way too early. Like, you saw the Grand Starfall come through, and Pantheon's like, okay guys, I'm here. And they showed up fashionably early, like 20 minutes early, so they had to like help set up the party, and at that point they're already tired. They sweat through their dress shirt. It's just kind of embarrassing at that point, right? You don't want to be the guy that has like just like sweat stains around your... No, you want to be nice. It
is 75 degrees in my office right now.
69 degrees in my kitchen / office area, so
nice.
I keep it chilly in here. I know, thankfully your office area, I hope, has gotten cooler, because before you used to be roasting in your old place.
I mean, honestly, this is a bit too toasty for me right now. From what I usually like to keep it at.
Sure.
But it's a nice day outside, and even though I have the window up, it still gets pretty warm in here. There's no air conditioning in this room.
Okay. What is the ideal room temperature? Because mine is always like 70-ish, just because it's just cold enough that you're not like super
you live
hot.
in Florida.
Yeah. Like, if I want to be hot, I can go outside, right? Like, that's fine. But I know for everybody, some people have it different. I know somebody who likes it at like 76, and I'm like, ugh.
Oh, God. No.
I know.
That is far too high. This might also get our same reaction, but I keep my room ideally at 65.
Okay, that's really cold, but, you know, understandable.
I am used to the cold. The cold does not bother me anyway.
Yes. Unfortunately, we do not have a Snow Queen or anybody that can really manipulate ice in this game. Maybe we'll see it
But
later
I
in some of the
am
drafts.
iced up like Elsa. Material girl!
That's what I like to hear. You love to see it. Now, CFG, they're getting engaged upon. There's the Nami tidal wave. Price taken incredibly low due to some of the poke from Fun Havers. And they've just been slowly edging them out of this jungle. You see that they were kind of like waiting. CFG were looking for something. We saw the star come out from the Aurelion Soul, but it just wasn't quite enough. It didn't land, and at that point, Fun Havers, they immediately pull the trigger, and they're just waiting. They're biding their time, thinking they're waiting for some cooldowns, maybe for one more item before they pull the trigger on the Baron.
Coin flip needs to get these picks rolling one more time, or probably more than once, truthfully. They are still at that pretty major deficit. Fun Havers denying it so far, and maybe being the ones picking them off instead as Toki tries to flash, ignite, and ultimate onto Rygos. Gets the kill in the end. Wow.
I mean, he's the pit boss. You don't want to do this, do you? He's going in. He's like, bring him on. He doesn't even need a real rep win. It's a few different champions, right? It's the same old adage. Rygos does go down. It's a 1-for-1, but that is the pick that Fun Havers have identified as it's time to start up the Baron. Gotta be careful, though, as Aurelion Soul can get here incredibly quickly. So instead, Fun Havers are going to pull off, and I mean, more and more even trades for CFG buys them time. Yes, the gold lead is continuing to grow for Fun Havers, but it is buying time for CFG to finish off those items, get themselves to at least a more comfortable spot than they were minutes ago.
I wonder if Fun Havers are just worried about taking this Drake against a team that is literally called Coin Flip Gaming. Like, you have to imagine that they're very experienced in taking these coin flips. So
yes,
for Fun Havers, like, that's got to do some mental warfare to you. You don't want to play against a team like if I'm playing against a team that's like best Lucian players NA, I'm probably gonna ban Lucian every single game.
If I'm really BM and I think I'm better than them, I'm leaving Lucian up. I'm saying, okay, play your Lucian. I think I'm better than you at it. I think I can beat your best strategy with Lucian, but here it is! They've been doing it all game. Now, Aurelion's the one to land early, but the star does not hit anybody. Rygos goes in with the Grand Starfall. Price is out of this fight, and Toki with a massive ultimate. Look at that. People are drawn into the center. The dragon is firing away at any and everybody here at the pit, and it's messy for Fight Night Rift. Kai's finds it. The Sonic Wave lands. And CFG are routed here.
Wait, Cloudy's the only one alive as long as Kai can keep going. Wait, they just wiped the fight. AlkBattery, they can end on the side of Fun Havers. They just killed everybody. I can't believe this scrappy team fight ended in Cloudy and Kai's cleaning everyone up. They only have 1 minion to their name. Do they have enough time to do this? They have a ton of turret damage. Kai's, if he can tank this Nexus, this might be enough. Oh, they even have another wave. This is it. This is game number 1, and Fun Havers take it 1-0 in Fight Night today.
We were not expecting the Ezreal damage to deal 1k damage to that turret, and we got to see it right there. Fun Havers clean it out. It got messy there, and I'm sure the gold graph will show a little bit of like a rocky graph, but they get to it. Eventually, they get to a really good team fight, and they are going to go 1-up. There it is. There's a gold graph.
Not bad. I was very nervous for Fun Havers in that last team fight, and then I saw Asami's Karma ultimate. That was not a shameful donut. That was a perfect donut. Got all the sprinkles on there, maybe some icing, some nice filling in the middle. Oh wow, that was a perfect donut for Karma. And then Cloudy was able to clean up everyone after that. Cloudy on Ezreal did so much damage that.
Yeah, 10, 4, and 6. Now, thankfully here, we don't have to do star player. That one always trips me up. We just get to say, wow, Fun Havers, great job. And, you know,
I think the star player is Sly for all the big old stars.
Or Rygos. He has a whole ultimate. I was saying it every time. The ultimate has literally got star in the name. I mean, but they lost. CFG, they did have a pretty resilient, mid-game towards the end there. They picked up the third dragon. It was there that we saw the gold start to divot and then plateau for the side of Fun Havers. And I think if they're going to go up against harder competition later on here in Fight Night Rift, going to need to clean up some of that. They were just opting for every fight. They saw a fight, they were like, this is good. We win these.
Yep. And speaking of competition in this event, I do have some news for everybody.
Okay. We
have a DC, or a DQ, I should say, from 5 Hokages. They are not in the event anymore.
I can get a donut from there.
So we only have 3 teams overall, as you can see from the scoreboard right here. And that means Immortalis is already 1-0, and that is the matchup that we're going to be seeing after this. Funhavers versus Immortalis. It's just a 3-team event from here on out. And, I mean, based on Funhavers' performance just now, they very well could be the favorites moving forward, as we're going to be seeing that matchup, like I just said.
They could be... Yeah, they could be our first seed. It looks like it's going to be a battle for second, potentially, as we get to see CFG versus Immortalis later on. They'll be playing in another one of those matches. For 5 Hokages, unfortunate. They are the fastest team to go 0-3 in a Fight Night Rift, so congratulations on that. When we get back from the break, we will have Funhavers versus Immortalis. Do not go anywhere. It's Fight Night Rift. Introducing Fight Night Rift, a bi-weekly Wild Rift event hosted by GiantSlayer. 4 teams will be invited to compete in a round-robin best-of-1 format, where the top 2 teams in the round-robin will play in the finals to decide the winner of that week's Fight Night. And the best part of it all, anyone can join. Head over to GiantSlayer.tv/WR to sign up and have a chance to be invited to compete in the next Fight Night. Our hope with the Fight Night Rift is to create a place to develop North American talent in a grassroots environment. Will you be the next Fight Night Rift champion? We'll see you on the Rift. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Another Fight Night Rift. I'm still AlkBattery. They're still Smacks Hide. We've got some games. We got Funhavers versus Immortalis. After that one, this looks like a battle for second place. If Immortalis can take this, obviously they'll take first place, but it is kind of like in their hands, especially with what we've seen from Funhavers so far.
There's still an angle where we get some tiebreakers. I do want to remind you.
That would be incredibly sick.
If Immortalis win this game, and then they lose to coin flip after this, then everyone would be 2-1. We would have fastest game time at that. And let's do the math real quick. That last game was 18 minutes 10 seconds. So if Immortalis win this, we'll have to see just how fast they do it. As Funhavers looked really solid in that last game. They looked like they knew what they wanted to do with the newer champions. You know, Karma the most new, but Set relatively recent release also. As on the other side, we've got Immortalis, Bodzilla, hilarious name. Falcon, perfect. Rocky Zalboa, Grasscoon, and Shyster.
Yeah, so this is I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, this is Nick Shyster from the C9 in-house server. We're gonna give them some tips on player branding. Probably want to pick up a different name personally. Remember, guys, if you're trying to be a pro player, if you're trying to gain some fame, first, be active on social media. 2, take part in events like this. So we're getting there, right? 3, probably have a name that's within 1 to 2 syllables. Like Alk is good, Smacks works, Rafa,
and
Kangas,
one that doesn't sound like a curse word, probably.
Esports, Thomas James. That was a little bit longer, but it still's there. Gamer tags are very, very easy. Just very awesome if you can just have like a 1 to 2 syllable name. It's perfect. Immortalis, we got to look at them. I want to say in the 5th qualifier. I think they may have lost actually to one of the teams to break into top 8. So not a lot is known on this team. Like we're gonna do a lot of learning on broadcast.
The big thing that we know is that this is definitely not Immortals. As you can see in the top right, that is not a green helmet. So, firstly, they're more unsafe when riding a bike. Secondly, they are not the best team in NA. And they also didn't ban Karma. And Funhavers are going to pounce on the opportunity to get their star jewel, the crown jewel, on their team. Because we're not doing star things anymore. This is not WNS. No
not
star
yet.
Players. Not allowed.
True.
What would the equivalent be for Fight Night? It'd be like King of the Hill, I guess?
Yeah. Yeah, we can do... Well, King of Hill may not work. We may have to, workshop the phrasing. What if we got queens? I mean, you yourself, may not work.
I'm Sovereign of the Hill.
Exactly. We'll do Sovereign of the Hill. How about that? Thank you, Sam. Thank you
for
letting us borrow... We can borrow your title for the time being. Immortalis picking up the Set and Ari. Interestingly enough, something we saw last game was, again, a Master Yi ban. I wonder if Funhavers are going to try and pick up the most cursed combo known to mankind right now, which is going to be the Karma and the Master Yi. But instead, they're going to pick second best, second class, and it's going to be the Rengar instead.
And not going for Master Yi at all. Bit of a bummer, honestly. I like seeing this champion in competitive because it is so focused on doing one thing and one thing only, and it ideally is pretty easy to punish too. Now, I'm just like everybody else. I never ever want to play against this champion. It feels awful. So maybe Funhavers are wanting all 10 players to have fun on the Rift, and they're not going to take Master Yi.
If we're talking about it from a utilitarian stance, then this is the best way to do that. The most amount of people have fun without being intruded upon.
It's like a prisoner's dilemma going on. If you leave Master Yi up, you expect the enemy team to also leave Master Yi up, and then you both come out free in the end. Yeah.
If you're riding a trolley and you have control of which track you can go on, one of them you're playing Master Yi and 5 people are having fun, and the other track no one is playing Master Yi and 10 people are having fun.
Oh yeah.
Which part of the lever are you pushing?
Do you run the trolley over all 5 opponents?
That's a really graphic, and I think
Master Yi, he's got a big sword. He's running you down. It works.
We've got more 80 carry bans coming on through. They saw Cloudy in the last game. They had time after that one since 5 Hokages DQ'd. They said, we're not going to deal with it. We're going to say, Cloudy, you don't get to have that one. And it's probably going to be a Xayah here for Cloudy, since Nielsen is going to be picking up the Rakan.
Oh.
Instead, Immortalis looking to steal that away. No more fun for the fun havers.
What a denial there. Yeah, no Levers duo. No Ezreal either. So, pretty interesting stuff. Cloudy, this is also a marksman. We're getting 2 marksmen in this game. This is not something that happens very often in competitive. But again, I know a lot of people really like playing marksman, and in the spirit of having fun, like the fun havers want, why not pick some marksman? Why not have some good
That's
good
what I like
times?
to hear. That's what I like to hear. Now, as a fellow marksman player, I look at this draft from Fun Havers, I'm saying, GG guys, I'll see you at the end. There's a Rakan, there's a Rengar in the game, which means I'm not having fun, and there's an Ashe. And
Xayah's pretty good.
yeah, Xayah's great. Xayah's cool. She has some cool voice lines. I wouldn't know because I play on mute. But she's also
That's the
like,
coolest thing about her is her voice lines.
well, like most of her aesthetic is that like she is a couple champion, right? Like she is attached to Rakan, and when she's not with Rakan, she's just like unnaturally edgy all of the time, and she like throws out feathers. Honestly, the amount of Vestayan champions we have,
too.
yeah, but it's like a, you know, he understands her. He gets
We
her.
do have a lot of Vestayan champions. There are 5 of them in this game. That's pretty neat. That doesn't happen very often.
Oh yeah, Set is Vestayan. I forgot about that.
He is a Vestaya. He's half Vestaya.
Yes, important to remember. Good old mama's boy up there. He's like,
Yes,
I'm
the
there.
pit boss.
Exactly.
I mean,
don't make fun of the ears.
He's the boss of the Rift. You know, right now, just on champion picks alone, it's Set who gets the sovereign of the hill today.
Karma's his queen. You know.
Yeah.
Xin Zhao's sitting there as like
you're a
as
Set
Templar.
X Karma shipper.
I'm gonna ignore that. Fun havers.
No, don't ignore that.
This is not the pairing I want for him. I'm a Set Fel person.
Set Felios?
Personally.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Set Felios.
Me too.
Unfortunately, Felios is not in this game quite yet. If you already thought marksmen were hard enough as it is, when Felios comes out, good luck, Esports. We're gonna have a lot of fun with that.
Who do you ship with Karma then?
Oh god, I used to have like a bunch of like lists of this kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
I was a degenerate
We can
gamer.
delve into this. Yeah, let's see if you can find it.
We got time until First Blood, is what I'll say. Man, I'm trying to think, cause like Karma, I would like Riven, personally. I'm all for like same sex like relationships.
The Ionian baddies.
Yes, of course. Her and Aurelia work well as like, you know.
Oh
she's got
yeah,
a lot of
there was that. We have material there too. There's the
material
cinematic.
girls.
They are the material girls.
That is
Oh,
true.
2v2 bot lane. Yeah, you're just dead if you don't eat those honey fruit clutch for Grasscoon there. That was really close.
Yeah, and they just straight up use the heal. Shister's like, okay, we're gonna need a little bit more HP for this lane.
Yeah, bump.
Yeah, we want to push out this wave as it is. All of the Ashe poke is landing, and Nielsen taking the electrocute on the Rakan means once you go in, Xayah does not have any fun.
We also, on the other side of the Rift, we did see an invade from the Baron lane and jungle here for Immortalis that took away that blue buff, and it looks like Kai's is falling slightly behind on this. There's a Dragon lane duo that's arriving down here, and if they take a path through the jungle, they will find the Rengar clearing. That's a pretty vulnerable spot for him to be in.
Oh, but top lane,
nice
Toki
try.
flashes out, gets the barrier, and even with the Grievous Wounds applied from the Ignite, Aurelia don't... This Set player, man. Again, the names, guys. The names. You gotta give it a few syllables. When you have 3 words, it just gets too much at that point. Now, they're on Vision
That's 5
here.
words.
Kai's here. Doesn't have ultimate quite yet, but even Shister has to use the flash. Gets on out. He was able to steal the blue buff, so Kai's taking the moment that he used top or in that lane to grab the experience. Oh my god, Kai's! What?
Good job there for Kai's. He dodges out of the Justice Punch, and it forces Shister underneath his bush range again. And on the other side, Toki outplays the 1v2. He gets a kill underneath his own turret onto Falcon. And we're getting kills everywhere. Rocky Zalboa with the Spirit Rush finds out Kai's, who was playing greedy, trying to go for an invade once more.
Oh, he tried to go for the dive. They tried to go for a 2v1. I was going to say that Kai's is kind of using the time that he got with taking the blue buff and the fact that Toki survived the first gank. Falcon had used that time to then farm a little bit. He eventually hit level 5 before Kai's, but Kai's with that kill, and even though he goes down to Rocky Zalboa, gotta be feeling really strong. Now, if I'm Asami, I'm a little bit mad. Not only did my enemy mid laner just get a kill, but they got blue buff. They're half a level up on me for some reason. This just means that Ahri gets the free roam whenever they want.
I mean, Asami has been the utilitarian in these games so far on Karma. He was able to die peacefully in a lot of those fights after getting all of his spells off and getting the shields there for his team, and he's okay taking some losses. But I agree with you, the blue buff playing against that very early on, not the most fun, especially in this game where it gives you health regen and mana regen. Like, you can't. It's
so broken. It's just turbo. Now, Rocky Zalboa took a roam here, potentially looking to try and punish with a lane gank, but all this means is that, I mean, Asami was able to push a wave into the mid lane, and it's a little bit of chip damage onto that turret. Is a wave now missing for Rocky Zalboa as Funhavers, they're going to start up this dragon. Ahri comes in with the Spirit Rush. There's a root onto the Rakan. He's dead. Lovers to X's at this point. Grasscoon putting out so much damage. The donut lands. 700 HP. The smite comes. Falcon takes the first dragon. And now Funhavers will be able to clean up this fight. Falcon potentially going down. Gets a kill for the Xayah. Okay.
Oh, one more auto attack. Can't quite land it as Asami. He's worse for wear now. That's the apprehend, but it's too late to save the mid laner. Maybe the Dunks can get some revenge. Irelia, one more hit will do it, and Toki gets a double kill as this fight is just so scrappy. Immortalis with the Infernal, and they get one more kill in the end.
Everybody had gone down, and that means that Toki, sitting there with some extra tanky boys, says, don't mind me, I'm stacking up hemorrhage. I'm getting all of my bonus AD. You're bleeding out. You can't get out of this one. Rift Herald is now going to be started for them. If they couldn't get the last objective, they're going to definitely make sure to try for this one. Now, Rocky Zalboa ultimate is coming up here. 1,000 HP. Can Falcon steal this? No. Denied. Shister coming in with the ultimate to try and save his jungler, but is not quite enough. The 2 will fall. The flash comes out. Karma takes that one. 2 kills over to Funhavers with the Rift Herald. They want this mid turret.
Much more favorable play there for Funhavers. Everything positive happened, and I don't even think they need the Rift Herald to take this one. Full health Herald will charge onto the tier 2 turret, and Rocky Zalboa is super low. Spirit Rush might be able to find a kill, and he will go for it underneath this turret. Charm onto Kai's, can't get the follow-up damage, and now all of Funhavers are able to retreat. They have all the slows down onto these members thanks to the volley and the mantra, and everybody gets out alive. 2 turrets, 2 kills, and a Rift Herald.
And I think this game is going to get even faster, Smacks. Like, it is going to... At this point, we've seen all of these teams, both of these teams say, we're just going to keep opting for fights. If you're on my screen, we're going for something. They're going to continue to increase the speed at which this game is played by constantly fighting. Immortalis, though down 3,000 gold, have to be feeling like this game is still obviously within arm's reach. They want to continue fighting and claw back some of these fights because they're getting really close. Every single one of these has looked like there's one blow after another. They're just like constantly trying to throw haymakers.
Rocky Zalboa has been playing this Ahri really well too. These fights have looked very promising to me for this player in the mid lane that we haven't seen a whole lot of, and we won't actually see a whole lot of anymore. He has just been killed.
Ye old caster curse. We talked about the player. We're like, man, this player is looking good. And in all fairness, Rocky Zalboa, there was 4 people there. You know, like you could you could split it in a way that you're like, you know, there was 4 people. It's kind of hard to win that. You could also say, why are you in a 1v4 situation? You should have been in that situation to begin with. And Toki says, you know what, AlkBattery, you're right. I don't want to take an odd number fight against an enemy opponent. I'm going to back up. I think there's a jungler here.
They were right. The junglers are scary in this game of League of Legends Wild Rift. And you do need to be very careful, and wait, this could be an example of Rocky finding a nice kill. Flashing out also to survive the charm, and Nielsen just saying, hey there, there's no follow-up, so not the scariest Rakan engage.
Ooh. Rocky Zalboa wanting to revert. He's like, I've got my immunity idol. I'm going to make up for that player on the bot side. I'm going to get the kill onto Cloudy, who doesn't have really a lot of mobility, right? Like, it is an Ashe. She is building the Trinity Force build, so we'll have a ton of ability haste and a ton of damage, but otherwise is very, very... what is the word I'm looking for? They just take crowd control, and unless they get the Zonias or if they get the Quicksilver Sash, things like this are going to continue to happen as long as Rocky's Balboa can find the angle.
Very susceptible to that, for sure.
That's the word.
Cloudy.
Thank you.
I think you were thinking of receptive. And
Yeah, receptive was coming into my brain.
Yeah, but
I
that's
was
not
like, it's not the word.
Right.
Yeah. So
Rocky's Balboa using the charm, trying to look for a pick. All 5 members here for Immortalis are stacked up. They're taking some damage from the mantra of Asami, and it's a good chunk. Rengar is in ultimate. Kai's, he's on the other side of the fight, though. The engage is bot side, and Cloudy and Nielsen cannot survive it. Now they're trying to see if they can find a kill onto Grasskun. Kai's forces the flash out, and the rest of the team, they can't match this at all. Kai's completely apart from his team. Now he's diving into everybody. All the stragglers are there for Immortalis. That's 4 for 1. And it's only Asami charging up this mantra. He has vision on this Drake. Can he use the spells and get the rotation here to throw it in? Ah, no steal available. Smite is true for Falcon.
I definitely got close there. I felt it in my bones. Now, Falcon, I don't know about this one. That's a max range grand entrance there. Ignite's going to tick away. Does Falcon die here? It is the last tick of Ignite. 350 going over to the Rakan, and another set of gold going over to Funhavers as they get another kill. Well, they lose the dragon, and they lose the team fight that happened. It is a Rift Herald on the cards for them. And this...
Definitely sure.
Is gonna be really dangerous. Like, yes, you lose the dragon. It is a Cloud Drake, but the Rift Herald opening up the map, getting you turrets, I would feel very confident about this. That's, I think, a worth trade.
Yeah, Rift Herald's pretty solid for Funhavers alongside those couple of kills. This game is still really close. Even though Funhavers have a good gold lead that's mostly off of these turrets, Immortalis have bounced back when it comes to the Drakes. Now, need to see Funhavers actually win one of these team fights. It's been very difficult for them to do.
Okay.
And I'm worried about it.
You're worried about it? I mean...
For Funhavers, yeah, this team fight doesn't look as good as last game, for sure.
Sure, yeah. It's obviously... They've changed some of the pieces up. They've gone for a little bit of different stuff. They still have the same core of, you know, this melee jungler alongside the Karma for Asami. If you want, Sam, you know, paint the picture for us. What does a winning team fight for Funhavers look like?
Kai's one-shot somebody, and you take a 5v4 after that. That's the simplest picture that I can paint. I'm giving you stick figures.
You're already doing a better job than Kangas' drawings, I'll be 100% honest. His paintings have not looked as well, and, you know, the mental image that I'm getting is enough. Now, let's see if Funhavers can follow your steps. Step 1, find a pick somewhere. That is not going to happen for right now. It looks like they're going to take a break on that one. Rocky's Balboa, all of the Spirit Rush charges are gone. So there's a little bit... There's a period here of time that Immortalis will have before they can try and make that pick yet again. Kai seems like he just wants to pick up some more of the jungle camps, finish out his clear, and look for something.
Spirit Rush to me feels like the biggest playmaking tool that Immortalis have, and now that they don't, this becomes really tricky to actually take these skirmishes all of a sudden. One dead, with not a lot used at all. Still going underneath this turret. Rocky's Balboa does not have the ultimate, bringing them into the donut. A double kill for Kai's. Won't even be traded back as Nielsen. Oh, he will die to the Ignite, so it's only a 3-4-1 in the end. Funhavers, 4 members up in this Baron lane. Oh, Shyster, you don't really want to do this, man.
Galio, you're going to be hitting the spawn platform soon, brother. You drop down the Rift Herald for Funhavers. And Sam, they followed our rules. He said we wanted an odd number fight. They pick off Rocky's Balboa. They then get into that top side, and they're able to sweep multiple members of Immortalis, start to take away some of their jungle, put down vision of their own, take 2 turrets in the meantime. And while the dragon stacking is in favor of Immortalis, Funhavers are more than comfortable with the position they are in as the 2v2. TP's coming in. Falcon finds one. Spirit Rush here for Rocky's Balboa. Ultimate pop for Kaze. Can he get out? Misses out on the charm. These are some fancy feet. The Rengar able to escape from the middle of 3 members. Re-engages. There's the Ashe ultimate. It was
I don't think they have any re-engage here.
Uh-oh,
Wait, oh, Galio
Galio's
ultimate
now.
onto all of these members. The taunt is there, and now Toki is in this front line, but he can't save Cloudy. Cloudy taking hits left and right. All of the ultimates used on that play for Immortalis, and now they don't have a whole lot left in the tank, but they got the AD carry they were looking for.
Funhavers, what are you doing, guys? They're, you know, the double-edged sword of every fight is a good fight is definitely biting them as they call in the Cloudy ultimate. The Ashe ult comes through and hits, but maybe getting a little bit too far up. Gets knocked up by Shister. Now here is the team fight. Taunts coming in. That's the ultimate from Toki gone. Massive karma sweeps multiple members of Immortals off of their feet.
Here comes
and
the
now,
Ashe ult.
Here it comes. It is completely missed. It's a three-pointer, but it goes right off the rim. Shister's going to be taken down. That's a double kill for Kai's. Nielsen's going to survive with a little bit of healing, a little bit of shielding. Dragon there for Funhavers. Rocky's elbow, no mana, no HP, no flash, no ignite, and no hopes of escaping. Funhavers ace them.
Wow, they don't even drop a single member in all of that. And now with everyone dead in Immortalis, this could be an inhibitor turret gone. That is a gigantic win condition for Funhavers. It's just gone, including the Dragon. Funhavers have just a solid lead all of this. And now, do they have a Rift Herald?
No,
no.
They don't.
I thought I saw some, I probably just saw the flag dropped from when they took the turret.
The little bobble that comes down.
There's so much stuff in Wild Rift. It really is a Wild Rift. You know, there's everything flying all over the place. You can drop your cell phone on the ground. That's the bobble that I use.
I used to use that one. I do like using the Mia Ping one. The Mia Ping one I got from...
that's really good.
I don't know if that was the one that I got for watching Wild Tour. I love the drops that they have for the Latin America regions.
No,
like
do not say that word, AlkBattery. That is a banned word.
Oh! Maybe for our live coordinators. They don't like that.
Do not say the D word.
Do not use exclamation point drops in chat, guys.
No, you said it again.
There you go. You know, it's just a bad idea. Just bad idea for everybody around. Live coordinators may be getting, some of the mods in chat may getting a little bit itchy at me.
It's just like
a
PG-13 movie, okay? You get one, and then after that, you gotta boost the rating. This is not good for children anymore.
Well, Sam, as I like to say, that's the moderator's problem. As Funhavers, they're going to pose that same questions to Immortalis. What are you going to do about it, gamers?
Ooh.
What is the plan? Shister goes in with a massive taunt. Aurelia's set up with this ultimate from the set. Goes over top, but is dunked right on back down. Falcon's ultimate comes out. But it is just a messy team fight all over the place. Double kill here for the Rengar. Kai's is going to be hunting down members of Immortalis before this Baron is started. And I don't even think they need the objective at this point. They're going to get this kill, move down the mid lane, and take themselves 2-0 here at Fight Night Rift.
3-0 in Fight Night Rift. Completely undefeated in the round robin for Funhavers. They will be first seed going into the finals. They've guaranteed a top 2 finish in the prize pool. And these games have been so fun, too. Just some scrappy fights all around. I love it.
We're getting some fun stuff, and you're talking about times before this. This game ended at approximately 16 minutes, so definitely a little bit faster than our first game of the day. Funhavers coming out with a much closer game, all things considered. Immortalis definitely putting up a fight for most of it, but towards the end there, especially at the end, it got way out of hand. You see it in the gold graph reflected there, but strong things here for Immortalis.
Yeah. I think that was a promising game for Immortalis. Some really good performances. I know I cursed the mid laner in that Ahri performance, forced them to die. Other than that, I think the skirmishes were great. I think the Spirit Rush timings were really solid too, apart from that one in the middle. And yeah, overall, I'm excited for Rocky's Elbow. If this will be the second team going into the finals, I wouldn't be too surprised, as I think this performance is convincing enough to beat the coin flippers later.
We'll have to see. Coming out of this game, obviously Funhavers are going to go 3-0, so they are guaranteed to be our first seed. Kind of just waiting on the Immortalis versus Coin Flip Gaming that will happen in the next round.
I think we're going to watch that.
Yeah, I'm assuming we are going to be watching that game. So we got confirmation. We'll be watching that game coming up next. Immortalis up against Coin Flip Gaming. I think Coin Flip, since you've had some time to wait, you didn't have to play around, I think it's really important that you take some key things away from this match against Immortalis.
And now that Immortalis has lost this game, both teams are 1-1 after losing to Funhavers and taking the DQ victory off of the FF. So whoever wins this next game is in that finals. Very exciting for both Immortalis and Coinflip. Their destiny is in their own hands. No tiebreaker shenanigans, no average game time we have to worry about. And most importantly here, AlkBattery doesn't have to do math, which is a very good thing.
Yeah, no. Math is not... Math, tournament brackets, all of that. Do not give that to me. Me and Pastry, for the past couple weeks, anytime you give those to us, we just start reading off the script. Because there is no way either of us know. We are brothers in arms at running it down when it comes to math and tournament brackets. So that's just how the cookie crumbles. We've got a one-on-one team, like you were saying. After our break, we will be watching that game, Coinflip versus Immortalis, a battle for second place here at the Fight Night Rift. Oh, hi. Welcome back.
Hey.
It's Fight Night Rift. AlkBattery, Smacks. We got some fun games going on now. If you're just joining us, typically we follow only one team throughout the day unless some shenanigans happen. Five Hokage have decided Five Hokage have decided to hit the smoke bomb and disappear. So today we'll be watching Coin Flip Gaming versus Immortalis as they battle for second place here. So important, right? Not only is it just like money on the line, it's $250 for second place. If you lose here, you're done. You could go home. You get $125 between the five of you, but you're done. You don't get to play a best of five.
Sad days. We've already seen both of these teams suffer some losses to the fun havers. Maybe they just didn't have enough fun in their games, and they will need to show that they are able to have more fun than the opposition to actually make it all the way up to that best of five finals. And it's not every day we get to do a best of five here, too. Let alone together, AlkBattery. I don't know what the production was thinking, honestly, letting us do a best of five together, but we're not going to talk about that. We want to keep our job.
Great way to keep your job is flaming production. Fantastic. Fantastic.
You're the one who said the D word earlier, okay?
Yeah, okay.
People in chat were getting in trouble because of you.
Just don't listen to strangers online, gamers. Don't do that. That's a bad idea. Don't give your password out to random Teemos in chat asking for it.
No, we're not strangers. We're friends. We're friends, chat.
You and I are friends. Twitch chat, this is a parasocial relationship. I give you funny gameplay, like memes while I'm talking, and you give me Twitch chat memes flaming me on Twitter. That's as far as this goes. I like you guys, except when you guys are being not cool human beings. But for the most part, if you're hanging out here with us, you're pretty cool to begin with. So we got a game here though, Sam, and honestly, I think we may need to do like a cheat sheet here for Coin Flip Gaming, because the games have looked a little bit rougher in comparison to Immortalis. So if we had to give them like, notes to study, don't copy our homework, what's the draft here?
I think that Ari is a better champion than Aurelion Sol, and I know that's a big hot take.
Huge.
Massive hot take. I also think that Karma is better than both of those champions.
Agreed.
And the common denominator so far in the winning team has been that they have Karma. So maybe these teams can draft some Karma for themselves. Not banned. Coin flip. You're on blue. Show it to me.
Give it to us.
I'll be like Family Feud.
Yeah, Karma, exactly.
Let's see it.
See it on the board. Is Karma on the board?
Oh, it's Master Yi.
Huge X on the screen. Sorry, Sam. You've been eliminated from the Wildrift feud.
No, I'm Steve Harvey here. You're the contestant.
Oh. Well.
What do you think second pick's going to be? Think fast.
Thresh. Thresh, give it to us.
Thresh! Let's see it.
Give us
Thresh.
We're two X's.
Two X's.
No.
All right.
This is
your
not
last
good.
life. Give it to me, AlkBattery.
Do I get to pick both or one of them?
One of them.
Olaf.
Olaf. Let's see Olaf. There's already a Master Yi. This might not work out very well for you.
I'm holding my breath here. They've got the set. They've got the zigs. Yun, do me right. Come on. Let's go.
You did it. I don't know how you did that. You want to keep your hot streak alive, or are you going to quit while you're ahead?
I'm going home, brother. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm good. I'm good. Coin Flip Gaming, though, they're going for all melees. They don't believe in ranged. Ranged is a myth. They're going to take everybody that has some kind of blink, some kind of dash. Olaf, thanks to Wild Rift, does have one of those.
There's a 3 melee champions. I assume this is going to be their entire top side, maybe in this order too, because in WNS, the time that we saw Master Yi was actually in the Baron lane, and they did have a stronger jungler down there too. Maybe Olaf in Baron lane. I know you're not too high on that.
I hate both of these champions Baron lane, so this is just like a double whammy for me.
Why did you guess Olaf then? I mean, I guess you were right.
Because Union isn't a okay. Scout's honor here. Production may have given me a helping hand on that one.
Oh.
I mean, I can't. I don't want to fool you. You're a good friend of mine. I don't want to lie to you. I would feel it's like one of those situations like in a drama where like you find out from someone else that like I lied to you or like production gave me the answer, and then it's on me, right? Like it's not.
Yeah, and then you in the movie are like, I did it to protect you.
Yeah, I did it for you.
That's the line.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't feel very protected, honestly. I feel lied to.
Again, Sam Smacks. Go ahead, blame production. Great idea here on the show. We're gonna get to the second phase of bans. I like banning away the Nami against 3 melee. Yeah. Can we get an X taken away maybe in the future? Like past tense.
Just a bit late.
Yeah. But retroactively speaking, like Nami, very good into melees. This is like I think a good read from Immortalis here.
I honestly would have liked it if they were the ones that picked Nami. So
sure. Yeah.
Maybe that could have been an angle for them.
Too powerful on both sides.
And taking away some of these marksmen too, it's the read for CoinFlip Gaming that Rocky Zalboa is the one playing this Ziggs, and I don't know if that's going to end up being correct. We've seen a lot of Dragon Lane mage play in the meta recently, and Ziggs definitely fits into that. We get Shen! Yay! We haven't seen Shen all day.
You just had to swap him out for the sister, you know? Just like, sorry, Karma, you're going home. It's me, Shen, the ultimate gamer.
Yes.
Right, he's going to be hanging out.
Ooh.
There's some range finally. We're talking about how much more range you could possibly need on CoinFlip Gaming. It's going to be the Caitlyn in their hands for price. Up against the Ziggs, I think this is a pretty tough matchup, right? Like, it's poke versus poke. You got pretty good range on both sides. Now, if Immortalis, if you want to get really spicy with this and kind of lead this in a fun direction, put Ziggs mid. You take a Brand here. Like, Brand against this composition could be pretty difficult to deal with for CoinFlip.
I'm going to be completely honest with you, AlkBattery.
Sure.
I don't like Caitlyn into Ziggs, and playing against both Shen and Set sounds miserable.
Oh,
if I'm Caitlyn.
Oh yeah. I mean, I was simply doing the play-by-play thing where you're just like, oh, cool, here's the champion that's being picked for everybody who's maybe not watching. Like, for me, it usually, if champion select is going on, I'm, like, grabbing food. I'm popping in, like, a pizza in the oven. I'm doing something. I'm cleaning, maybe, doing some dishes.
Okay.
But yeah, Caitlyn kind of sucks here. Not gonna lie. Caitlyn's kind of a doomer here. She's like, oh, I have to play against Lee Sin. Awesome.
Yeah, it's very stationary champion also. So when you get hooked in by the Set face breaker, you get taunted by Shen. It's really sad. Like, there's no Gale Force in the mobile version yet.
No.
You gotta rely on Proto Belt. Yeah, that's what I was getting at. I don't know if you really want that badly on Caitlyn. It seems like a tragedy. The one thing I will say is if anyone in Immortalis does buy Stasis, just drop your little snap trap under there. You have a little cupcake.
If you got time, right? Like,
if you're not being killed already. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like Rocky Zalboa, let's say, right? He's got the zonies. He pops zonies. You're like, okay, I'm gonna kill him. And there's just like Falcon and Bodzilla on this set just run at you full Mach 2. They're just like, we do not care.
Is there knockout Lee Sin in Wild Rift?
Yes.
Oh, really? Is Falcon using it?
Production.
Because if it's not knockout Lee Sin, then the ultimate is always a kick.
Oh.
However, if it's knockout, then it's a punch. And then he has Falcon Punch.
Production to the Lee Sin, please, if we could. Just real quick. There's nothing going to happen in this bot lane. Grasscoon took a pretty bad early trade, getting a quarter of his HP gone. We just need to see what skin he's using. Yeah, we just need to see what skin he's using. If he's using a normal skin, then praise be, it's going to be a kick to the face.
Maybe they're also hiding it to protect us because it's not knockout.
Oh,
yeah, see,
it's Pool Party.
It's Pool Party.
Yeah, but you're getting hit with the Chancla now, so it's kind of good.
I think he throws the coconut egg.
Yeah.
Is he wearing? Oh, he is wearing chanclas.
Yeah, he wears sandals in this one. So he does throw the coconut. I don't know how it works like in game because like Sonic resonating strike by default's already kind of magical by just by design. But the coconut makes the least amount of sense.
It is a kick. So that's also a kick though when he does resonating strike because he kicks into the air. So where can he punch? I don't think he's gonna Falcon punch anyone. They needed to roll swap the set down there. You needed the Haymaker.
That's what you were setting up for? You were setting up for Falcon Punch joke?
Yeah, of course.
There's no racing games in this game.
I'm a Smash player at heart. Okay?
We don't have Scion Speedway here. The champion's not even allowed in here. We've got a double taunt, however. Engage back onto Grasscoon, though. And set the Shen. You gotta love the sound effects. We don't even get to see the first blood. We're just seeing it across the map. They're continuing to invade onto Sly here. Rocky's going to pick up a kill, and that's double here for Rocky Zalboa. I think those are double buffs as well, while Rygos on this Olaf is just wailing away at the turret.
I believe Falcon did die in the end as well, so it's a
Yes.
2-for-1 trade, but double kill to Rocky's elbow. This is the guy that I was impressed by on Ari in the previous game. Now, moving over to the Ziggs, a very different play style. However, it does feel, to me, off that early game, that he's still very comfortable on the pick, and that excites me. That tells me that Immortals, I did it.
There
I
you
told
go.
myself I wasn't going to do
You
it.
failed for
Immortalis are perhaps favorites here.
Those are some Twitch channel points into the bin with you, brother. Sorry.
Oh, yeah?
Union steals away the scuttle, and Rocky's elbow has got to be feeling pretty comfortable, though both of the solo lanes did lose a lot for that, as both him and Boatzilla on the set dropped a ton of waves there to their potentially just being lost. And especially for Rygos, he's got to be feeling that as he's a full level up at this point. And the gold's even, despite being 2-1.
One thing I will say about Union on this Master Yi is that when going for that invade, he does not have flash. He did go for the double burn summoner spells, Red Smite and Ignite. More DPS later on. You suffer a bit when you don't have that movement speed, so only really works when you're playing on the offensive. And I mean, look about the entire team. That's kind of true of everybody on coin flippers. They really do need to be on the offensive and aggressing forward if this composition is going to work in those late game team fights, and that means they really don't want to fall behind ever.
And they're keeping that the same case in the Baron lane. We just saw, can't really see it too much, but the set did just take an early recall and had to blow flash there, as Rygos did use the ghost on their side, finishing off the death stance there.
Oh, this is what I want to see.
There we go. Who needs Cloud Drakes to start? We have got an early Infernal Drake. Ultimate immediately onto Price. It gets the flash out of them. And the culling there to kind of push CFG away from this Dragon Pit, but I don't think it's quite enough. They still have the range. Union still is available over this wall. And with no set Haymaker,
what a bomb.
Gotta be careful. Rygos goes in, Sam.
Union is in the middle of everyone as well, resetting on these Alpha Strikes. He's diverted his attention over to the Drake, but you can't do that for very much longer. Gets this double kill, looking for more. The exhaust on top of Grasscoon. I believe that's 3 kills for the Master Yi. Absolute disaster for Immortalis. This is the exact loss condition.
Ignite is for losers, is what he said. He didn't even need it.
Why
It was
did you say?
completely secondary. He's like, I don't need it for this fight. You're not good enough for my Ignite is really what he's
Wow.
going for. He got the Infernal, like you said, and the triple there for Master Yi. It's a ticking time bomb. You never want to see a Master Yi fed, whether in competitive or solo queue, and potentially this could be the start of CFG coming out with a pretty good game. They're 2,000 ahead. They're starting up this Rift Herald. Now they've pulled multiple members, but Grasscoon is farming away, so Falcon's going to look for a steal.
Ooh. He's got the Sonic Wave connected. No Resonating Strike to follow. Ran out of time on that one and did not want to commit, as he likely would have died and might not have even gotten the Rift Herald in his back pocket. So, safer play for Falcon, needing to get back into this game after a pretty crushing loss on the most recent objective before this. Union now has the Stormrazor, 2 Stormrazors for this team. The new item. Getting a lot of love here in North American Fight Night Rift gameplay. I love that.
It's made AD carries feel a lot better, right? Like we didn't have a very strong first item
really
a lot of the
needed
case. Stormrazor was necessary to balance out how broken some of the AP items were, and also just how good mages are as a whole, right? Like mages are pretty good as kind of standalone. We have a lot of AD in the game, so anywhere that you can kind of slot in that ability power damage, gotta feel pretty good. Now, Sully is here with the Grand Entrance Battle Dance. Shister, can you get out? No, it's a headshot for Price, and a kill going over to CFG. Let's see if they can make this
see you
dive
later.
happen. Grasscoon,
Don't even need to dive.
yeah, the flash just didn't even matter. They made it originally was looking like a dive, and so it was about a 6-foot pool, and then they kind of just like raised the elevation. They made it into a kiddie pool. There was no dive necessary. You only had ankle deep water, so they get a turret on the bottom side, and Rygos, same time, wailing away yet again at this turret, 150 gold. Let's see if he'll get the last plate here. 2 turrets in a matter of moments for CFG.
Wow. Huge swing in gold. That is 5,000 in their lead right now. And again, you need to have that lead on a composition like this. You need to be able to have just the ability to beat them to death with your wallets. Just one in both hand, maybe, with how much stacks they're gaining in this one. With Master Yi, we talked about how Master Yi might not be the most fun exchange in the game as Price has to flash. Well, they're not playing against fun havers right now,
Exactly.
so it's actually allowed.
You don't have to worry about that. Everybody can have a miserable time now. If Master Yi's in the game, no one's allowed to have fun. He's
We're
the
allowed to have
jailer
fun.
at this
I'm
point.
having fun.
We are, for sure. If I'm playing against Master Yi, definitely not. But we've got a game, and saying that, Sully does get caught up. It seems like there was a taunt onto them. I did want to say that I think that dive has a few more implications for this game against Immortalis because of the fact that the Rift Herald fight, they had invested 5 members, and so Price was not there on the wave. They gave over plates to Graskun, who could have been like the saving grace, the last breath for Immortalis in team fights alongside Rocky Zalboa. But because of that dive, because they found so many kills there, Price is right back up there in terms of gold lead, right back to kind of leading the bot lane. So taking away some of the strong sides of Immortalis means that coming into this dragon fight is going to be a pretty important one for kind of dictating who's going to be winning this match.
Well, we already played Family Feud. Now you want to play Price is Right? All the game shows?
Look, we've already got a Sam Price on production. We've got a Price in the game. I'm not
Sam
tempting fate
Price
with this
is
one.
right.
This
Sam
is
Price
true.
is always
As
the right
one of
answer.
our obs, he's always right. There's just like actually no way around that. We've got to fight though. Let's see who is going to be wrong here. It starts off with Immortalis finding first blood, killing off Sly, but that is Falcon going down. Dragon in the hands of CFG. Immortalis too scared to go for it. No smite available to them. They'll have to give this up. And that's a worthwhile trade for CFG, saying 1 for 1 plus Drake. Easy math.
I like that from Immortalis all the same because they acknowledged their one win condition in a fight is to take one without Master Yi there at all. They're already past the point of no return. That champion is too good, and they don't have like Leona or any point-click stun to deal with it. The best they can do is just kick him away and delay him for maybe 2 seconds. He'll just run after you after that still.
You know how... You know how like there's like those chains where it's like Thresh Blitzcrank on the same team and you try to like give them the lantern and pull them an extra long length? Well, like if you set this up, you could kick someone and then settle them. And now they're really far away. Does Falcon make the steal? He does! Rift Herald is taken. Masterful trade there for Immortalis. Can they survive even with numbers down, however? Sly looking for it, Smacks.
He didn't have the ultimate. Slide dashed in to no avail. Shen ultimate onto Irelia, but there's a Master Yi in the middle of everybody. You can't kill him, or can you? That's 1 for Graskun. It's a pretty big shutdown, but it cost the entire team.
1 Master Yi, throwing a Caitlyn as a bonus from Arcane, by the way, Bat Chest. But 5 members and the Rift Herald still in their back pocket. Not really. I took a macroeconomics class once. I'll take that as a pretty good trade for them. As Master Yi's continuing to finish items, as the Storm Razor is building out what looks to be a Blade of the Ruin King alongside their Navori Quick Blades. CFG, they're in prime position to win this one out. Olaf Top is going to have a win in North America. Oh my god.
It's won in North America before. It's just
not while I'm
lost
looking at it.
in
Every
very
time
spectacular ways.
Yeah. Every time I see this champion, I'm a hater. I CBA just cannot be asked. This
Well,
is not
the
playable.
good news for you is that this game is just not about Olaf at all. And it's not about Caitlyn either. As much as I was talking about it in the draft, nice escape there, Rygos. Just saying how Caitlyn is pretty miserable in this game, Caitlyn's just the diversion. Because who's going to deal with Master Yi? It's not going to be Graskun. You were talking about how Graskun might be the saving grace in the team fights. He just gets sliced to pieces, and he just has to run away. He can't fight a Master Yi.
He is hoping, or Graskun is hoping, that the exhaust damage reduction is enough. Yes, you can't slow the attack speed, or the movement speed, or anything. But the damage reduction, he's hoping. Hoping a prayer. Ultimate comes out from Shen. He is here, but he may have been brought into a death sentence as Graskun is dead. Rocky Zalboa is going to try and protect Shister all that he can, but movement speed, gang. It's time to go for a dive. Yun and Sully. They're like, okay, there's a minion wave here. We'll take that instead as minion tax for ourselves. Walk straight into the mid lane. Highlander activated. There can only be one, and that is true of this match. CFG finding more and more kills. This is one of the most dominant leads that we've had in a mid-game so far in the Fight Night Rift. Usually it's been pretty back and forth, pretty close, but CFG making it one-sided.
I'm here to acknowledge your pun, by the way. The Highlander pun, that was really well done. Good job.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't know if anyone in chat got that. I don't know if anyone.
They may be a little bit young. That movie is quite old. I actually don't know when that movie came out. I just know it's like a pretty good movie. And the animation for it, there's like a few films, like animated films that came out for it. Very, very good. A little bit violent, so make sure you check with your parents if you're not of age.
I'm realizing that we were both referencing two different things.
Oh.
I know Highlander to be a game mode in Magic the Gathering.
Ah, well, Highlander is the same in...
That's what it's named after?
Yeah, that's what it's named after. In Highlander,
Okay.
the movie franchise, there's like these immortal beings, and they have to fight to the death because there can only be one. That's where that comes from. Falcon, let's see if the smite is on top of it. It is not. Yun takes that as an Ocean Drake in their back pocket.
Well, that's game.
And that's
Sully!
just it. Yeah, the fight's just over, Smacks. I don't even really need to play-by-play this one. It's just a triple kill for Rygos. Olaf, looking pretty good. Yun definitely a very strong Master Yi, showing off why it's so powerful on this patch. And they're just going to go straight for the Baron.
That was a nasty Rakan combo. The quickness and then predicting the flash with the Grand Entrance, also cutting off the escape path. I see you, Sully. That was beautiful. I can appreciate a good Rakan play when I see one. As Rocky? No way he steals this.
Ah.
Yeah, can't do it. Unlucky.
You always got to hold your breath for those.
Shing!
Goal. You're just sitting there in gray screen
Team
now.
Rocket's blasting off again! Ching!
Oh, man. We don't have a Mia. Well, we have Yuumi now, but we don't have Jesse or James in the game. So, it does make it...
No, Zion
a
Rakan or
hard.
Jesse and James.
Oh, wait, I thought Jesse was Aphelios. I guess that makes sense. I guess that makes
I don't know if
sense.
Aphelios is girl boss enough, but you know who is. It's Diana Slide's ultimate. Beautiful underneath the turret. He's got the Olaf there backing him up. It's a 1-for-1 in the end. I love the Moonfall, though. He's looking for some more.
They're going to keep going for it. Graskun is chasing. Now, it is a level 13 Diana. She doesn't have her ultimate, but even an 80 carry, this has got to be scary. Cooldowns are off at this point. And Sly, there it is. Oh, the Shen ultimate is saving the set. Sacrificing the Shen for what? For Lucian to get back to base. Haymaker comes out. Yun survives. Just barely. Meditate there. Sort of BM, just a little bit. They're taking turrets across the map. Who even cares about the top lane scuffle that's going on, Smacks? Immortalis backs against the wall. Almost 20,000 gold at this point. Game is done.
Yeah, that's the slip and slide. It is. You have slipped your last slide, Immortalis. 3 inhibitor turrets dead. The Nexus lost 1,000 HP already. They've got a Baron wave here.
They're
Stalling
recalling
it out.
CFG.
They're having
Okay.
some fun. They're the fun havers. And that's who they're playing against next.
They are looking forward to this one. They're going to try and get every single ounce of enjoyment out of this game that they can. Because they got bodied by, to be fair, right? Like, we go back to our first game, they got bodied by fun havers. So,
And we didn't predict
maximize
them
fun.
to win this either.
This is true. This is true.
thought
We gave them the
Immortalis was
keys
gonna
to
win.
victory. We did give them the keys to victory. This is not Aurelion Sol. So, this isn't
You're
quite
right.
Arya or Karma, but, like, half marks. We take those.
I mean, we were talking about Diana before, and how playing Diana is always good. And
Yes.
much better than playing Kai'Sa, if I remember our conversation.
That is as true as Shister is dead. So,
Yeah.
he's gone. They've got triple inhibitors, and Smacks, I'm not a fortune teller. I'm not really a prophet or an oracle. This is looking dunzo. Look at the damage. Sly's going in. This is the finishing touches. They just want to be on the highlight reel. They want to make it to the GiantSlayerWR Wild Rift Twitter. And congratulations to CFG. Coin Flip Gaming are going to be your second seed going into our best of 5 up against Fun Havers here at the Fight Night Rift.
We got 5 coin flippers and 5 fun havers duking it out for the $500 prize pool to first place. Second place will get $250, and unfortunately for Immortalis, they are down at $125. Not too shabby though.
Wow. And it was just a dominant game. All of the other games, the last two that we've seen, it's been back and forth. We've had plateaus here and there, but this has just been the steady climb of CFG. 16,000, a little over 20,000 at this point, or actually on the dot. Wait, it's 10 gold off of 20k. Oh my god, CFG.
Oh, that's pretty
farmed
funny.
one more minion. Should have just done it, gone for it. A little bit of a tarnish on your record there, but if those are the only remarks we can give you, I'm sure you're feeling happy about that. Yun showing off the power of Master Yi this game, running over the opposition.
And hopefully we don't see any more Master Yi today. I think I'm all yeed out. He's yeed his last haw.
Mm-hmm.
You know, say what you will, all that. He actually didn't do nearly as much damage as Sly. That's pretty insane. What a performance on the
Sly's Diana, definitely sovereign of the hill. Definitely
Yep.
was looking
Agreed.
good. The smites were on point for Yun. Falcon shoutouts for making that steal. It looked cool. You got the Rift Herald. Spicy gameplay. But we're here now. We've got our top. We've got our bracket. We've got all of our teams kind of finished out. And honestly, coming into today, I didn't know who our second seed was going to be. We were kind of on the fence. We got all of our round robin matchups. Coinflip Gaming, they took the time off during round 2, and they came back way stronger.
We had a feeling it wouldn't be 5 Hokage.
That is true.
As they did not play the game today. However, we, like you just said, we didn't know who it would be between Immortalis and Coinflip Gaming. And after those games, honestly, I just want to see Immortalis and Coinflip Gaming play in the Last Chance qualifier. And
That's true.
Funhammers. I want to see all these guys participating in that event. As a reminder, signups are open for that. You better sign up and you will be able to play some Wildrift with some of the best in NA at the Last Chance qualifier and try your hand at making it all the way to the regional championship, which is going to be at the end of the month.
Be able to join us in Mall of America. But before that, we have to take a break. Best of 5 here between Funhavers and CFG for $500. Who's going to win? We'll find out. Come back soon. Introducing Fight Night Rift, a bi-weekly Wild Rift event hosted by GiantSlayer. 4 teams will be invited to compete in a round-robin best-of-1 format, where the top 2 teams in the round-robin will play in the finals to decide the winner of that week's Fight Night. And the best part of it all, anyone can join. Head over to GiantSlayer.tv/WR to sign up and have a chance to be invited to compete in the next Fight Night. Our hope with the Fight Night Rift is to create a place to develop North American talent in a grassroots environment. Will you be the next Fight Night Rift champion? We'll see you on the Rift. It's finals, baby! Woo!
Woohoo!
It's you don't got exams, but you got some gaming to do. So thankfully for us, we don't have to do any studying. You got me, AlkBattery, joined yet again by Smacks. And Smacks, we are in for a best of 5. Now, typically for Fight Night, we've got a lot of 3-1s. I want you to stake your claim here. You don't have to give me a team if you're not feeling super confident. But do you think we're getting 3 games, 4 games, or 5?
Fun Havers 3-0.
Sam. Oh. 3-0.
Yep.
Okay. I like it. That's what I like to hear. 3-0. Definitely a much bolder prediction. We've got a few 3-0s here so far in the tournament, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see if Fun Havers or if Coin Flip Gaming can provide what is the kind of the predicted upset. Considering we've already seen this matchup once before. Fun Havers dominated them in that game, had a little bit of a rough, rocky mid-game, ended up closing it out in pretty spectacular fashion. I am really excited here, and Sam, we get to do a best of 5 together. It's been a really long time since our last best of 5.
Yeah, I think our first one and our only one would have been
it was a focus finals for League of Legends.
The TriCast. Right?
Yes. Was it a TriCast?
It would have been, because I am a color caster traditionally, so.
Yeah. I know we have art of it where I got bullied for being the small boy here in between the two of us. My friend Allie drew it. I think you still have it somewhere on your
do
PC.
still have that.
Yes.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it.
We were talking about how like Cassiopeia would be OP in this game. She would be able to build like Merctride boots, except she couldn't build boots. I remember really, really minute details, but I don't remember what I really ate this morning for breakfast, so we'll have to see. We've got a game to come up here, though, as we're getting into kind of the matchups between these two players, or these two teams anyway. Toki versus Rygos. Last time around, it was Set versus the Pantheon, and Pantheon kind of got ran over very early on. Do you think we're setting up for a much more even matchup?
I think if Coin Flip Gaming get this Master Yi again, then maybe. Or maybe if they get this Diana, too, because Sly looks so good on that pick. Much better than the Aurelion Soul. And, you know, if for all the Aurelion Soul players out there, and to Sly as well, I don't mean that as Flame. I just think that Aurelion Soul isn't that good. It's nothing personal. He just doesn't do a lot. And Diana does, as we just saw in that last game.
If I had to pick up a Diana burger or an Aurelion Soul salad, I know which one I'm picking.
I mean, that's the difference between burgers and salad, though. That's like food preference. You got to make it the same thing. I think I'd want to eat dragon. That sounds like it'd be like a delicacy, you know? The
closest I have here in Florida is crocodile. It tastes like chicken. So really, right. I don't know how much you're missing out on.
I like chicken.
You know
it's
what?
a lot better than eating Diana.
Nope. See, Yep. I was gonna try and avoid that one, but I'm glad you brought us to it. I was gonna.
Well, okay, we can spin this. Diana's a moon lady. The moon is made out of cheese. It's the difference between tasting like chicken or tasting like cheese.
I like cheese a lot more, so this may have not.
Really, than chicken. They're pretty good together too. So.
That is true. Although I guess I would rather eat a block of chicken than a block of cheese, because eventually the cheese is gonna get like. It's gonna get too much. It's gonna become overpowering, especially something like provolone or something.
Where are you getting a brick of chicken?
Well, you know, like we're keeping the measurements the same, right? Like if you were to have either or of the same.
This is like the feathers and bricks. What's heavier, a ton of feathers or a ton of bricks?
They're the same. It's a ton of bricks. We've got Fun Havers. Instead of the Master Yi this time, they're following what was pretty similar from our first game. First picking the Karma for Asami, and this time around now, maybe saying Aurelion Soul? Wrong Star Lady. We want the one with the moon.
Yes,
they're going to get the Diana and give Rygos the Darius.
Yes, we have the Baron Laner locked in there for Rygos. We've seen the Pantheon, and we've seen the Olaf now, and then we're getting a third champion from this guy. Really wants to play in the melee range, just making sure to be the beefy front line in there. There was a really solid Olaf play that he had in that last game. I know to your dismay, you hate Olaf Baron lane, but he did have one fight where it looked really strong. So My faith in Rygos is restored. I wasn't convinced by the Pantheon game.
Ooh, and now Funhavers going for something a little less tanky from the bottom lane. They're picking up a Rakan and Senna. Not necessarily our favorite pairing so far of these two, but it kind of seems like we're gonna play incredibly like for one person. Maybe that's Chaos, maybe that's Toki. I just want to see them on a Baron or Dragon laner that is able to carry in that same fashion, right? Like we want to see a hyper carry from both of these roles, and not many of them exist.
Trying to see if I can fix my camera because it's.
You want some pickle? Do you need some pixels? I've got a few. Obviously, as you can see, usually before it used to be me where my camera, God bless, is kind of my internet. To be fair, my internet was doomed, and so it did not go well. I mean,
I think it's because my sweater is so fuzzy. So now it's making my camera jealous. So now my camera needs to also be fuzzier.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's my excuse. Braum is here. Braum is not a champion we see too often. And not one that traditionally works super well into the Senna either, because the Unbreakable Wall doesn't actually block Senna's auto attacks. Fun fact, they are not projectiles, they are just lasers, and they will hit you. The other examples of that, I guess it'd be like a Thresh auto attack in this game. You can't block Thresh auto attacks either.
Wow, good to know. Everybody at home, if you play Thresh into Braum, or Braum into Thresh, you throw up that wall to try and block an auto attack on a 1 HP 80 carry, you're gonna
going right through.
Yep. You're gonna get a couple Mia pings for that one. You might even die for it. Coinflip Gaming taking away the Aurelia and the Nunu. I would definitely agree that Nunu with this composition for Funhavers is not going to be good to play against. I would really be complaining the entire game. And Aurelia is definitely a champion that, given so many enchanters, so many enablers like this, could be pretty difficult to follow up on.
Toki and Chaos are going to need to deal so much damage in this comp, though, which makes me kind of worried about if they were going to pick something like Nunu or some kind of tank, because they've got 3 support champions right now, right? Healings, the shields, the stealth from Senna. You need to have some DPS. I'm looking at some sort of bruiser. I think the Aurelia band was really smart, because that would have worked quite well. Toki and Chaos need to have it in them, though.
And there's no Rengar, there's no Master Yi. There's not like a set that could be really empowered with having this much movement speed on the team. So I'm trying to like dig for what could be potentially. Riven loves movement speed. Riven also likes being invisible. Not seeing where she's coming from definitely helps. I still want to see a little bit more range damage, as I think for Coinflip Gaming, with the tools that they have right now, going into a melee 5-on-5 is going to feel pretty strong for them in my opinion.
Ooh, so no range in the last pick. It will end up being Garen. This is going to be the Baron lane. Recently nerfed champion on the base damage. However, once you get more attack damage in your build, things like the Black Cleaver will be super valuable there. So I like that. It's going to be really difficult to kill this Garen.
Sam, what are the odds this is the AP Recon win?
Pretty low, I think.
But it's non-zero.
I mean, we've seen every Rakan player so far just build AP anyway. It's been like Deathcap Luden's Rod of Ages every single game. So, yeah, it'll be down to Nielsen as well. I know Nielsen's a Rakan player.
Darn, I was kind of excited.
Do you like the Rakan into Diana matchup? That sounds pretty bad to me.
Well, anytime Diana goes in, Rakan goes in. Rakan with Electrocute. You go in, you have a pretty strong, like, solid 2v2 with your jungler who has a bunch of shielding. Like, if at any point Lee Sin comes in, like, tries to engage on you, boom, you knock him up. Interrupt the Sonic Wave. I like it. In theory, it sounds good. In paper, probably terrible. I'll be 100% honest.
Yeah, why don't you just do that
I have not theory crafted that. I have not play tested this matchup.
Just do it on support. Nielsen's got it. Don't even worry about it.
Alright, I'll play Diana support, and I'll play against your Rakan.
That's not what I was saying. Nielsen, he knows. He's there for me. When my co-caster is abandoning and, what is it? Forsaking me.
I'm gonna let you go through this one, because I'm gonna let you do all of the words, the big words you want to use. Tucker yourself out.
I like the big words.
There you go. Perfect. Well, you have a future in broadcast, potentially.
Oh yeah, you think I got a chance?
Yeah, with your love for words, I would say the chance is non-zero, similar to our chances.
I'll call my mom and tell her I've made it in esports.
shout out to Dawn, fantastic person, has a fantastic gamer of a child. But we got some other gamers that we got to focus on here, Smacks. We've got Funhavers versus CFG game 1 starting up here, and I'm a little worried for CFG. I'll be 100% honest. I think there's just not enough damage. What's up?
Nielsen is kind of doing what you wanted. He is the one farming.
He did get electrocute.
He's got the Senna with him. He's going to be going for full AP. I think he's taking your suggestion.
Okay, I mean, this counts. I don't like non-farming Senna in this game just because the soul distribution is different. You're not incentivized to not farm. The soul drops are much lower than something like would in PC, so I'm not a huge fan of this. I think Senna should be farming, and support gold generation as it is, just like passively, is enough in my mind to get 1 to 2 items relatively quickly. A lot of the support power, as we've kind of discussed, is hidden in boots, right? Like, especially for engaged champions like Rakan, that's exactly what you want.
Yep. And that's probably what Nielsen's going to go for anyway, even if he is going for a lot of these ability power items. You still do want to have that movement speed bonus at the very least, which is only 500 gold. And then you can turn that into the proto belt, which is great.
Yeah.
I'm honestly surprised that none of the Rakans so far have built the newly buffed Hextech Mega Drive on Rakan. That item feels amazing on him.
Oh, but Rykos gets both of his summoners gone.
No, don't eat it. Just recall. You were going to recall anyway.
No, we're not. Kai's is here, and they're pushing in the wave. You see the pings coming out. I wonder if he got seen, but it's not going to matter. Apprehend, heal, even onto the Krugs. The Krugs are sitting there like, fight, 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 fight. Solo kill there for Kai's. Rygos is going to be missing out on this wave, and that is the first blood going over to Funhavers.
He was gonna recall anyway. Come on, man. Just press the button. It's big and blue on your screen.
Or don't walk there. Like, you can stay under your turret. The wave is coming back. It's a Garen, so he's going to push regardless. Just some silly mistakes, and now they even waited. We've got 2 fights now going on as the bot lane is going for this. Asami is here. I don't know if they're going to go for this dive, but they caught him in between the turrets as he was coming back to lane, and Rygos again falls. So Kai's and Toki again. Here's the dive. Smacks.
Here comes the donut. Get ready for it. It's coming. Oh, wait. They don't even need it. They've already executed the enemy support, and they've saved it for later, as Sly is the one who brings everyone in with the Moonfall. Donut is far too late. Doesn't land onto anybody. But again, it's not needed. Funhavers now 3-0.
There is no return kill there for Coin Flip Gaming. A lot of blinking HP bars. Kai's and Toki were low. Cloudy almost fell, but unable to do so. We're talking about who's the better Diana Karma clone, and Asami's got to be feeling, heads up for us.
Yeah, I mean, Karma, Diana, and Orianna do all kind of have the same ability on their ultimate, if you think about it. You just,
all powerful women. Yep. All have ultimates that are big circles that if you stand in, you get pulled.
Orianna is version 1.0. She throws the ball, and then she does it.
They both have shields on their third ability.
Diana is version 2.0 because she is the ball, and then she goes in. And then Karma 3.0 doesn't even need the ball. As we're also getting 2 versions of the dunks up in the Baron lane. Seems like Toki's is better.
Toki's like, take my post-nerf ultimate for that one. Gets the kill. Union falls. They don't even get the dragon. Funhavers trying to go deathless this game. I don't know if that will be possible, but Asami's definitely going to be making sure that happens for his jungler. Sully is going to try to live, going to be the final survivor of that dragon fight, walking away limping from Kai's. Throws up the shield. Oh, but the broken wings do not come out. Kai's gets those kills, gets the dragon, gets the turret for Funhavers, and hopefully for CFG they can try for this Rift Herald.
7,000 gold lead at 5 minutes.
Oh,
numbers are here for us. Coin
7,000,
are
7
ready.
kills.
Yep. Coin flippers are ready with a response as they do start Rift Herald. I don't want to say they've taken it quite yet because Toki's in the area.
Finish it.
There we go.
Okay.
All right. It's at least something. in this game for coin flippers. Oh my god, Nielsen with
Protobelt.
the quick fingers on Rakan. They're trying to follow this up. Broken Wings can't get the knockup, but the stun is still there from Valor. And everybody underneath this turret pile in. Price, you can't run anywhere. 11-0 is Rygos. I think he might be the one to be able to run. Nope. Donut brings him right back in.
They got the Rift Herald, but Sam, this game is done and dusted. 5 minutes deep. It's 10,000 gold almost the lead for
It's
Funhavers. And 12-0 in kills. They got the Rift Herald, so let's see if they can get a little bit more gold in their back pocket for using it. But the fact of the matter is Funhavers are running over them. Nielsen is listening to us. He got the Proto Belt for the full AP Rakan build now. And Kai's on this Riven is tearing it up.
He just needs a Hextech Mega Drive, and he will have taken all of our suggestions in this game. Nielsen,
gotta swap the
make
boot
it happen.
shit now.
No, I mean, you
That's
can,
what I like
you
to
can
see.
keep the boot. Hextech Mega Drive is just a full item. You can still go for that.
Oh, it is. It is in a
Yeah.
boot enchant. I thought
it buffs your boot enchant.
That is right. That's why I'm thinking of it as a boot enchant.
Mhm,
This item is probably still not good enough. I'll be 100%
It's
honest.
really good. You're a hater.
It is good, but
You don't like Olaf Top. You don't like Hextech Mega Drive. What do you like?
80 carries, marksman,
Oh,
in
well.
a dragon lane.
Now I know why you're so jaded.
That's the good stuff right there.
I don't know about
Put
that.
give me 2 big gulps of that. Take it any day.
A
of the week.
donut!
There's the. Oh, there it is. I'll take a big gulp and a donut from Asami though, as another kill added to the tally board. They even get double summoners out of Rygos. Nielsen is not stopping. He wants summoner spells and he wants them now. Sly will try to find the Moonfall. Pushing out 3 members. Toki may be the first death, but it's
Ooh.
Dunk City here.
Oh, no!
Sentinel comes in from the 3. Finds the kill on Darius.
Funhavers now 14-0, 7 minutes into this one. What can they do to actually end the game super fast? Like, is it possible to end a game of Wild Rift under 10 minutes? This would be the time to find out.
Yeah, it would involve a lot of CFG sitting in their base or going to side lanes and never opening, just opening up the mid lane.
Probably one
or
more
opening
Rift
up-
Herald than they have, too.
Yes. However, I don't know if it'll spawn in time, but we'll see. I think Price is just gonna be dead. Sully as well. Flashes out, maybe able to jump to one of his allies, maybe one of the mini waves coming in. Proto Belt forward, kicked on back. Nielsen able to find that engage, but I'll take that. That's a worthwhile trade if I'm Funhavers.
And Dimitri, I'm feeling pretty confident in my my prediction so far. I'm giving it
It's game 1.
I'm giving it a
It's
light to
game
medium
1.
8 right now.
Would you say it's a strong to a light 8? Thank you.
Yeah, strong 7
I
to a
don't-
light 8. That's what I was saying.
Yeah. I'm wearing the flannel, so I think it works.
Oh.
I'm wearing the perfect
What
flannel.
color?
here.
What color?
It's yellow and black.
Oh! Wait, it's got to be higher than an 8 then, yeah?
Yeah, it's probably going to be a 9. Not a perfect 10, however, if we're talking about like
It can get stronger once we keep watching. Maybe if Funhavers do this again in game 2, then we can bump it up to a strong 9.
Yeah, it would have been a 10 if it was a perfect game, right? Because that's just like the vision medium
they
for a
lost
10.
turret.
Sly is going to go try to find something. Now, they have picked up a turret on the opposite side of the map. Sly going for a re-engage here. He's going to go down. Kai's, however, 2 stacks away.
Wait.
There's the reset. Rygos, can you find some more kills, though? It's full hemorrhage stacks. Kai's has 10 HP. Why are we walking back into this fight?
Oh,
The ultimate from Karma saves everybody. And it doesn't matter if you're Darius with your fully stacked passive. Funhavers are just too far ahead at this point. They may have given up the Drake, but now the second Rift Herald is going to go to them. Another team fight win is going to go. It's 21-0.
Oh no! Coin flippers!
It's quite demoralizing.
How
I'm not
many
gonna lie,
how many
Smacks.
times can you hit tails in these skirmishes? I think the coin is weighted at this point. There's no way it's not. There's some magnets involved. It's too good to be true for Funhavers.
Check the coin. Check under the table. There may be like a neodymium magnet sitting under it. They definitely, this game, they've set themselves up for massive wins in this game 1, right? Like, they set themselves up from the draft. Now, again, we had some question marks, but it seems like if you just win every lane, it is increasingly difficult to lose.
40k gold at 10 minutes. I'm gonna have to keep track of if I ever see a larger number than that, as Price somehow lives. I honestly don't know how that happened.
You know, that was it's about sending a message, right? Like, you send one survivor back so you can tell the rest of the group, like, don't mess with us. We're fun havers. We're here to have fun, win fight night rifts.
Man, those minions just ate it.
They ate the donut. They ate the donut. They saw the sign that's out front of like a Krispy Kreme.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
well, we're going in.
Well,
They're
no,
hot and fresh.
Diana, it's not the
Going
donut.
in.
So we have an exhaust down. Underneath this turret, you are not safe. There's no chance. Bryce was the survivor before. No longer with the double kill from Toki, as there's a Rift Herald popped in this Dragon Lane. Looking for all of the turrets at the same time. 11 minutes into this one, we have Kai's just taking this wave so that it paves the way for the Rift Herald to charge. There it goes. Wait, kick under the turret.
Oh, Valor comes out, which means you're going to get stunned up. The root doesn't land. Asami walks out of the range. Oh, wow. But it's looking like a whole lot of didn't really matter, as just more and more of the damage. It's overwhelming force at this point. No dancing Shelly for us here on the broadcast, but this mid inhibitor is just getting whittled away at. Sully doing their best impression of holding the door, but it's just getting slammed shut. Everything is impossible from the side of CFG. It's now 20,000. I don't think I've quite seen a 30,000 game lead. I don't know if we're going to get to that point. I think if we get to 35,000, I'll be genuinely impressed.
I mean, anything more than 20,000 is already breaking the scale, truthfully.
Yes.
There are 2 lanes of super minions. I don't even think that we can get to that point, even if coin flippers have a really solid base defense. The minions eventually will take them over. Get over into this mountain Drake hit. Funhaver's definitely looking at that one. Perhaps close out this game. Maybe they don't even need it. Maybe they can just go over to the Baron.
Sam, there's 80,000 gold total in this game.
Yep.
And 50 of that is in Funhaver's pockets.
And we have 2 hats.
coffers.
Asami and Nielsen are matching.
Oh my god.
So cute.
You love to see it. Kai's literally has double Union's gold at this point. He's got 3 levels over him as well. Sly, if you make something happen here, I'll be color me surprised, but looks like I will not be doing so. You don't need to break out any of your markers, any of your crayons. Kai's is going to do what Kai's has done best, which is slaughter CFG. Toki even kills Rygos under the turret, and that means all the outers are gone. This inhibitor topside could be the final wave that Funhavers need. They're piling into the base. It's a lone Braum. We sent him over to Academy. We sent him over to Proving Grounds. I don't know if Kangas can hold the line here. Nexus is going down, Sam. Game 1 is done.
And it's ending 30-0. Huh?
Huh?
What? Funhavers? That's too much fun. That's way too much. You gotta reel it back in here for game 2 and game 3, at least. Because, my word, you may have had fun. I don't think the coin flippers got to do a whole lot there, though.
You are definitely gonna need something. If we get 1 kill next game, we're already making progress. We're making progress. The game was even, right? First 2 minutes, you see that? It's teetering back and forth. It's 0 gold lead. And then from there, we're just doomed. It's just doomsday from there on out. Funhavers, absolutely 100% in control of this game from start to finish. They ate that up. They ate that up. They left no crumbs.
Nielsen did the most damage in the game. Of course he did.
AP Recon, ladies and gentlemen.
Quote unquote support. Yeah. Definitely a support. Yep.
AP
sure.
Recon,
Yeah, see,
everybody. Go
Just barely
play
over the other
games.
support of Asami. I was concerned that Kai's and Toki weren't going to be able to deal enough damage to make up for the triple support first picks here. But they were just supporting Nielsen the whole time. He was the one who was the carry. All along. We didn't see it until the very end. So I'm sorry, Nielsen.
The Rakan had a fancy wand in the Ludens. He had a really cool looking cap. That's all you need when you're going out with the boys.
Looking like Vagar.
Yeah, when you're hanging out with the homies, you go out, you got your little accessories on, you've got a fresh looking cap, you got the drip accessorized up. nothing like a fun night hanging out playing some Wild Rift on the Fight Night Rift.
You think
$500 in
Luden
the grasp.
Zeko would be a good walking cane? I think it might be too.
Oh, for sure.
I don't know.
It's even like the top is kind of like a ball, so it like fits if you're doing like a claw grip. It's perfect for that. I mean, a little bit of out of focus thanks to my camera. It's just great, and it has a little bit of like a flare on the top because it comes out like this. So like the front of it can cover your hand. It just looks icy, honestly.
Yeah, but that's like where the magic is coming from, though. Like in the little like.
Well, obviously,
there,
like there's a protective thing, and then like you would hold the cane, like you would hold it to like point at someone, right? Like you wouldn't just like, hold it and just like, yeah. No, it just doesn't work.
Can you make that sound again?
Yeah. Do a little bit lower. Just for all the folks who maybe have their all the audio files out there.
Oh yeah. I mean, we were making Fantano jokes before, so I'm sure they're all lined up.
Yeah.
Ready for more references.
Here we go. We've got the flannel.
Yeah.
I've got a background of like various images. They're not quite albums that I've rated, but definitely images of the past of things that I would rate very highly in my life.
Yeah. I mean, you got pictures of yourself. You got your mom. Did Gracie make the refrigerator yet? Your dog? Is she up there?
I'm looking. I don't think so. No,
I gotta say,
we have,
the back of your head looks great.
Thank you. We've got the only pictures of Grace that we have are her graduating from behavior school. It's very cute. She's got like a little cap, the little like graduation cap. She's got her certificate in front of her.
You gotta print that one out and put it on the fridge so that everyone knows you're proud of your dog.
We have one. Yeah, we have that picture. It's in my mom's room. I probably could grab it.
We can work on this later.
But we can get it on a break. If we get a break, if there's somehow a game 4, then for sure we can go grab it. But man, we had to come up with notes for Immortalis, or for the game against Immortalis. We may need a whole study bank. We may need to get like a few notepads here for Coin Flip Gaming. What's our diagnosis here, Dr. Hyde?
I think it's Dr. Jekyll.
I'm Jekyll. You got it. Your last name is literally Hyde.
You're right. But I guess that'd make me the monster, right? That's how.
No, Jekyll's the monster.
Jekyll's the monster.
I'm looking this up. I'm looking this up. Continue. Give your diagnosis while I look this up.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Dude, go do the thing. Tell him what CFG got to do to fix this.
You should get more kills next time. Forehead.
Well, more than anything is 0 is.
It's only up from here.
Like, yeah, actually.
In the kill department, Coin Flip Gaming. And yeah, definitely invest in a new coin. I think they've got the Harvey Dent one, where you can very easily tell which side is which, and it's not cheating anymore. Or they have the Harvey Dent one before the building burned, and it's actually fun havers that stole it away from them, and that's their secret. Coin Flip Gaming gave it to them.
You're right. However,
yep.
As the host, I am going to simply kind of wash over whatever you said and say that I'm the good guy here. And you're playing bad cop today.
Well, yeah, that'd make me Mr. Hyde. Yeah. And
yeah.
then you're Dr.
Perfect.
Jekyll. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I'm the monster.
Yes.
So I was right all along, and you're agreeing with me. That's what you're saying.
You're the Master Yi of this broadcast. That's all.
Oh, I don't want to be Master Yi. No.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. You're wearing the glasses.
Than that.
Master Yi has like 7 million glasses.
I can take the glasses off.
Yeah, but then you can't see the gameplay. Honestly, some people in Twitch chat would probably say like there's no difference at that point, but I would disagree with
Actually, yeah, what other champions in League of Legends or Wild Rift even wear glasses? Is it just Master Yi? Surely.
Do you count Lee Sin? Do you count like
no,
Lee
that's
Sin?
not glasses. That's just
because Lee Sin wears sunglasses.
That's in the pool party one, yeah. So sunglasses, but I'm talking about like the base skins of everything.
Optical glasses, like actual.
Yeah.
Actual factual.
Yeah, our production is saying Halloween Janna. Those are actually optical glasses.
Okay.
Which would mean that Janna at least does wear contact lenses.
Yes.
So we have one confirmed.
We have one. I'm looking.
Or they are just frames and they don't have lenses in the
Dr.
Halloween Jana.
Mundo technically has glasses like in like his skin, but he doesn't wear them because they're too small.
Okay.
Does that count?
Again, I just think that maybe in Runeterra, LASIK is like more accessible, or
Well, they have magic, right? Like they
do
can
have
just
magic.
fix your eyesight. So
they do the thing that Harry Potter and like Hermione did, like the first movie. What is it like? Oculus Reparo. Just do that and it works on your eyes.
Oh wow, I don't need contacts anymore. I'm fixed. Thank you, Sam. You've done me a great service. I no longer need to wear this contacts. I'm actually blinded right now. I can't see anything.
And it only works if you have the best Emma Watson impression, which I do, obviously. As you just heard.
This is just
for all you audiophiles out there. You would know what a
Yes.
good Emma Watson impression sounds like.
Does Rengar count? Because Rengar has an eye patch, but it's like a glowing orange. So like he obviously
like Deadeye?
Yeah.
You
You can still
I guess
see, but it's like
that'd be like
magically.
a monocle.
I mean, those are
think-
glasses.
I guess that isn't, but it's not the other eye. So I guess it's just. You know what? I'm gonna make the call. I think that counts. I think that does
There you
count.
go.
Oh,
There you go.
And again, our producer Sam Price brings up the good point. Orky and Ziggs
Oh.
do wear goggles. Now that might be due to the explosives that they use.
Yeah,
and
I was
the,
gonna say.
Yeah, and
that
Teemo
sounds-
as well. More explosives there.
Yeah, I was gonna say for those three champions, they all operate in like using deadly shrapnel. Teemo, it's like more
I
like
think
bio
that's-
weaponry.
Yeah, I think
So-
that's less optical and more just a safety.
Yeah, they're doing it for safety precaution. They are actually really good scientists. They are
Yeah,
following all of the scientific procedure to like make sure you are safe. They're wearing gloves for the most part. They're wearing like full body protection, and they've got goggles at the ready in case there's a chemical spill, fumes, and
And they've got Yordle specific gloves too, because for those of you who don't know, Yordles only have 4 fingers on each hand.
I almost miscounted there.
Yeah, right there.
Do they have opposable thumbs? Yes.
Yeah, they
assuming,
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Okay. So what are they missing?
I-
Are they missing a ring finger, or would it be a pinky?
I think they're just missing a 4th finger. They probably call it a different thing. As,
Oh, dude, they can
you
do
know
like the Spider-Man thing.
without even putting a finger back. Yeah, because they only have 3
Perfect.
and a thumb. And we have one more confirmation. Vayne does wear glasses.
Ah,
And-
Miss Shauna. Agreed. Shauna does
Shauna
wear.
Vayne.
Yep, she does wear glasses.
Okay, my camera is like really going through it right now. I might want to unplug it. 'Cause this is significantly worse than usual.
But
I
make
don't know
sure
what's going
production,
on,
make
man.
sure production have a picture of you so that I'm not just sitting here with a blank screen.
No, it's fine. I won't do it
Okay.
right now.
Okay.
I haven't gotten any feedback that they can't hear me, and that's really what's important.
Of
You need to
course.
hear my rambling.
Chat, if you don't want to look at us, that's fine. You know, like we're here for you. We're here to be your audible guide through the Wild Rift Fight Night event. As Fun Havers, they've picked a Rakan. You've got Coin Flip Gaming with a Karma and an Alistar.
We're really getting quiet all of a sudden.
Yeah, I mean it's
Calm.
chill night. Yeah,
We're
calming
calm
vibes.
gamers.
It's like an ocean drake just like swept across the field.
Yeah. We've got the Senna and Rakan lane one more time for Cloudy and Nielsen. We're presuming that this is again going to be a farming Rakan so that he can put up another performance like he just had where he did the most damage in the game. That was pretty cool. We won't have Karma this time though. And instead, we're going over to Graves. It's pretty interesting. I assume this is a flex pick, but we've mostly just seen it in jungle. And the time that I've tried playing at Baron lane, it was so bad. It was so terrible.
I think there is space for Graves top lane, but there needs to be like a tank up there, like someone that he's okay with scaling against. You can try to take the skill matchup against like a Renekton.
Like Gragas and Malphite sound terrible. For
No,
Graves, so.
I mean Malphite versus Graves is just an FF angle. Like you just go next.
that's not
Gragas is a little bit more bearable. I've played the matchup versus Renekton on both sides, and it is basically like whoever gets first blood just wins, because at that point, Graves can abuse his range advantage. That's a lot of Graves matchup. That's also a lot of Renekton matchups, so maybe
definitely
just tainted
Renekton.
from being a Renekton player in solo queue.
Could be.
We've got the rest of the draft, though. Price coming back to the Lucian Alistar, and they've got a Karma here, so Definitely a lot of good support for, setting up for the carries on this team. We need to see, from my perspective anyway, a little bit more damage. I'm looking specifically at Diana so far.
Yeah, Diana's still up. I think that should probably be banned, yeah.
Yes.
Coin Flip are going to take that option away from themselves alongside Funhavers, maybe signifying that this Lucian could go mid lane, or the Karma as well, because they're taking away some of the pool that I assume Sly is very skilled at, the Akali namely. We already saw how good he was on the Diana. Or maybe he's just scarred from the last game and wants a change of pace, because that last one, that'll lower the morale.
This is not a, he's like, look, it's not Aurelion Soul. I'll just take my Karma and play it out. Like, it's fine. I'll play a little bit more of a supportive role, especially for someone like Union. I think it's a decent role to fill, right? Like, you have a jungler who can carry, who can play stuff like the Master Yi. You just need to be able to play second fiddle to someone like them. You got to be able to play second seat. We have a Veigar. We were talking about him earlier. We manifested a whole Veigar into this draft.
We actually did, yeah. I was doing my little Veigar impression, my Veigar dance. You know how he does like the hop around? You know what I'm talking about? Do I need to demonstrate?
He goes like side to side, right? Like he's like
yeah. He's like a little gremlin.
Yeah. Get in there. Get in there. Podcast gremlin. We've got our Veigar gremlin here loading up onto the Wild Rift. Funhavers, I don't know what to make of this. I think that this will probably mean Nielsen is not going for a full AP recon this time around.
No, he's gotta do it.
Yeah.
That's his curse. Or his burden.
Okay. It's his burden to carry this series, is how many times can we get away with an AP recon. Coin Flip Gaming, though, they've got counter pick for their top side, and it is just go buttons here, Sam. We are just going straight on forward. There is no stopping, no brakes, all gas. Just keep running at each other.
Really unique picks in this series, too, for this game.
Yes.
Game number 2, the Kennen and the Graves and the Veigar, especially, is not a champion that we see too often. Veigar into Kennen does have some favorable interactions, because if Kennen starts slicing the Maelstrom, and then you are stuck in a cage, you're not really going to go anywhere. You're not going to stun a whole lot of people with that one. So you got to be super careful with that.
It's particularly rough, obviously, because a large part of Kennen's kit is not only the slicing Maelstrom with that movement speed increase, but also the Proto Belt, right? Like, having that Proto Belt available just makes you skip over a lot of distance you wouldn't be able to otherwise. And the cage means good luck. There also might be some terrain bugging, as we've got a Jarvan. So, like, Jarvan puts down terrain, and if they're in a choke point, Kennen's like, I can't go forward. There's a whole wall in front of me, man.
I mean, there's the Veigar temporary terrain also, kind of.
Yep.
So,
agreed.
Much to think about. We load up into this rift. I absolutely love playing Rakan with a Veigar on my team. Do you have any guesses as to why that is?
You knock and like charm them all, and he puts down the Veigar cage.
The Veigar cage has everything to do with it, but you've got the interaction all wrong.
Okay.
It's because when I'm playing Rakan and I'm playing against Veigar cage, I want to uninstall the game. So when he is on my team, I avoid that problem entirely.
Yeah, when you usually play Rakan, there's always that chance that someone just picks Veigar on the new team, and you're like, this sucks. Yep. But if
Can't
you have
anywhere.
the Veigar, it's perfect, like you said.
Yeah, exactly. And I love my Rakan. I love my Vastaya boy. And I'm happy for Nielsen that he doesn't have to worry about Event Horizon, because that is literally the worst possible spell to play against as Rakan. So good on them for making that decision, denying it away from Coin Flip Gaming, and having all of this utility at their disposal moving forward. This isn't a composition that is likely to snowball as hard. They've got a lot of scaling mechanisms, like Veigar and Senna both scale into oblivion as the game progresses. So a lot of options once this game goes late. I'd be surprised if it ended in, what was it, like 11 minutes, 12 minutes? It was 13.
I mean, Kai's going to try for it regardless. He wants to try and force Price off of this lane. Sully, you're not getting access to this minion wave, at least not for the time being. Sly is coming down, so Funhavers do have to kind of make quick with it, make sure that they get out in a timely manner. But Union, already taking the first Scuttle Crab, is going to cross into this river and has no idea Sly is here. Flash over the wall, brother. You're rooted. You're done for. You're slowed. Event Horizon comes out. Union.
They did it!
He got stunned, but it doesn't matter. Sly, the first blood goes over to this Karma. Kai's caught unawares.
Coin Flip Gaming got a kill in the finals! Woohoo! They did it! And it's the first one in this game as well. They've got the better early game composition, so it's expected. But after that last game, you have to imagine that they're not feeling too great in this series against Funhavers, who we certainly projected as the winners. Nice trades here onto Price. Ignite is there too. The heal doesn't do as much. And now Nielsen and Cloudy can feel pretty solid knowing that the enemy bot laner is really low.
Sully did an excellent job of just taking up a lot of Cloudy's attention there, getting on top of the Senna and making sure that if you're free auto-attacking my Lucian, I'm going to put pressure onto you as this Alistar. So good on them. And kind of touching back onto the drop before we really kind of get into the meat of this game. Last game, Funhavers did have a lot of champions that, while they did scale, they have a lot of tools come early to mid-game. So this time around, Veigar, even with Event Horizon, doesn't pack much of a wall up early on. And same thing with something like the Senna. Senna can whittle away. She'll eventually get there, but it's going to take her a pretty long time and really offers a lot more thanks to her healing and her shielding.
Some burst options from Senna once we get super late, and she eventually just completely outranges everyone. I think this is the build for Divine Sunderer, yeah? Cloud?
Yep.
Exciting stuff. New item, of course. You always want to see and test how all of those interact, and I think for Senna there's a lot of leeway there, because you can just do so much creative stuff with this champion.
It's really cool because this leads into going in like the Divine Sunderer into Black Cleaver build, and not having to pick up something like Triforce, which obviously is both Phage and the Sheen procs. Toki taking advantage of just how the matchup goes, wanting to get right into the face of the Kennen, does get the Ignite and the barrier out from Rygo. So we've got to watch this next team fight. We got the Infernal Drake spawning first, and importantly to note, Kennen, Ultimate, and Flash is up. So Funhavers need to be making sure that they're taking control of vision, and that they know where this Kennen is to mark them.
I already used the exhaust in a previous exchange, so it doesn't have that one. They still have another one.
Sully!
Here's the engage. All of these members knocked up by the grand entrance, as now Price is looking with the culling. He's going to try to dash inward. Toki is way too tanky to ignore, as he is whacking away at everyone with this sword. Now Nielsen engages again. Going to be rooted up if the mantra connects, and it does. And that's Union dashing in with the flag and drag. Cloudy. Oh, he's super low. You don't want to keep progressing into here, but maybe Asami does. The burst damage, and Union just barely does not get hit by that Q. Now Raikos is back! Slicing Maelstrom, looking for all this damage. There's no way that you can escape if you're Asami. They already got the kills they were looking for, but Coin Flip Gaming, again, come out ahead with the Drake.
They got the Dragon, and even Funhavers maybe doing a little too much of their namesake. Got caught with their hand in the cookie jar this time around. They stayed for way too long to try and find kills onto Union and Price. So this means Riftchild being started up. It's 1300. Super close there for Kai's. If Sully maybe got in there, maybe he was trying to go for something like a trample steal. But that fight for Funhavers to start was all theirs. Rygos died before he even able to hit the ultimate. So that just tells you how much damage this team can have if they're working perfectly.
You know the trample deals like 10 damage, right?
Yes.
Ooh, donut.
Oh.
Donut kill.
Oh. Sly with a turnaround performance. This, right? Like, game one, a bit quieter, obviously. I think the whole team kind of played on mute for that one. But this time around, he's getting solo kills. He's finding kills across the map. He had the first blood. Now on the side lane, eliminating Toki. It's alleviating pressure across the map. Funhavers want to get a little bit more gold in their pocket. They want to kind of turbocharge this game, and will get the mid turret with this Rift Herald. Sully engaging, though. Finds the knockup. Finds the kill onto Kai's. Nielsen there with the grand entrance. Battle Dance. Karma, can you put out enough damage? It seems like the shielding has really started to help out on the CFG. Two members not quite going down. Funhavers, it feels like they're kind of throwing themselves at a wall and seeing what's working. A lot of it isn't, though.
Yeah, definitely not. As Union, he's dealing enough damage to Toki. The auto attack can't do it. And it's only Cloudy and Sly in that 1v1 right now. More sustain favors the Karma, as it turns out.
Oh, no!
What? No, man! Toki!
You're a traitor!
Can't do that. Oh.
What? Toki was hiding in vents all along. He gave the kill over to Sly. He gets Cloudy killed there. He gave like an
We need
evil
to have an emergency
grin.
meeting.
Yeah, actually though.
Body found. Cloudy.
Yeah. That is a
Riot
heartbreaker there.
Riot types, I saw Toki vent.
Actually, that's what Toki did. Toki just was like,
He did.
He's just like, there you go, you're done. You're just gonna not go for it. Now, careful with diving a cannon, because still has flash, and the ultimate makes it really difficult to get away with a clean dive, no one dying. We'll have to see if Nielsen can get away with this. They're prepping for it. Here we go. Grand entrance in, knocked up, silenced. Everything down, even gets the dunk on through, gets the flash, but no ultimate from Rygos means that Funhavers will pick up another turret. But on the other side, CFG, they're pushing in a wave. They're getting some mid-turret damage down. They're taking away some of these camps on the top side. CFG, it's still dicey, right? Like, Funhavers, they're making it look close. They're still looking for these engages, but it's the objective leads that I think are really starting to shine for CFG.
AlkBattery! A gamer is taking my suggestion finally! It's Fimblewinter on a tank!
Oh!
Union is doing it!
I forgot
my God.
I forgot this item existed. I'm not gonna lie, we haven't seen it all
I
day.
have been praising it for a week and a half now.
It's been
And
good.
finally, it's really good. Speaking of good, engage from Nielsen onto two members deals a lot of damage.
There it
Slicing
is.
Maelstrom and Karma Ultimate together in conjunction, doing so much as Union. Cataclysm in. They only find one kill off the back end, and now with all these flashes here, Funhavers are not having any of it. Price, you gotta run away from Toki. Flash for the Lucian, and it's Funhavers who turn the play after the Wombo combo lands.
If you told me on paper that I got hit with a Kennen ult and a Karma ultimate, I would have said I should be yeah, I should be dead. But a lot of the members of Funhavers coming out of that fight are half HP or more. So much healing on this team. Now that they've got an Ocean Drake as well, something about that is going to have to be done. Someone is going to need to pick up some healing reduction somewhere along the way. There's not a shield piercing item in this game either. So the fact that Funhavers just lived through all of that is pretty surprising, and I think worries me a little bit for some of the damage that we'll see from CFG. Rygos going for a very, very early Morellonomicon, not getting like an Infinity Orb or something like that.
Wow.
I love this from Asami. Not only just one-shotting the enemy mid laner, which obviously gives you so much priority, but making sure to buy space for his jungler so that Kais can pick up the Rift Herald uninhibited.
Well, I liked the early game from Coin Flippers. I think
I no longer like the rest of
done
this game.
flipping. They are now down so heavily. That Rift Herald is here. All of the outer turrets, including some of the inners, too, are gone. Look at mid. That one's going to be dead. Asami has so much ability power. One more auto will do it. Oh,
There it is.
I was wrong. Math,
It's two.
apparently not my strong suit. Flashing in onto the cannon. Root is there too, and the grand entrance onto three members is so clean. Karma Ultimate only lands onto one,
Look
and
at
it's the
Toki,
Garen.
man!
He's far too tanky. Toki, he's trying to leave. He will get taken out. Nielsen, just the barely living with the healing, and it's just one kill. Oh, okay, well, you got tapped, Sly. What are you gonna do?
Veigar is Riot waiting on 3.1a. He's just like, here you go. Here's the Nerf bat. Boom! Disappear off my screen.
Here comes the Fury Horn. Bonk.
Yep.
Onto your face.
That is the only thing that I wish would come over to the actual skin is whenever Veigar drops the W, it's just multiple of them. I just want them to rain across the sky. Like if
TFT?
Yeah, if I hit like 10,000 AP, if I reach like a certain like unreachable threshold in a normal game, I should be allowed to have 50 Fury Horns drop when I press W. When I press the second ability, it should just win the game. Like, let's say like 3,000 AP, 2,000 AP even. I should win by default. Seems like Kai's feeling some kind of way. I don't know if you do have Graves and Garen, but I don't know if the Protector emblem is quite active here. You guys got mismatching skins. CFG 3 members fall trying to protect a tier 2 turret. This bottom lane is just done for, Sam. This game is just done for as Toki, yet again, is just tanking up inhibitor towers.
More kills for Coin Flip Gaming this time, but it could just be a faster loss even still. Rift Herald popped, and Price, oh no! Oh no!
Yes! Toki,
yeah, very
man,
different reactions to that.
I love this so much. Even as an 80k player, it hurts, but seeing play like this does bring
Don't
some
let it
joy.
bonk. All right.
It sparks. No dancing Shelly. Okay.
Back
so
to the base.
So Sami is a little bit fed at this point. They're trying to defend this inhibitor turret, but Sam, I just don't think it's enough. You see how much damage they're not doing on the side of CFG?
Oh, no.
Funhammers are just repelling them at this point. Asami has a fly swatter. He's like, back away. I want to end this game.
This is so scary. They're engaging onto multiple members. Asami's not even here, but they don't need him. Doesn't have the teleport. They're looking to try to end the game right now. One cannon minion. It's gonna die. This Nexus is gonna start hurting. Maybe not Toki, because he is very tanky, very bulky on this Garen. I think he's dead. Yes, he is. And they still at... Oh, up. Yeah, we walked too close to the tiger exhibit. You got bit.
This is the... Veigar is the epitome of... Oh, don't worry, my dog doesn't bite. It's like a little chihuahua. And then, like, you give them 20 minutes of them just, like, giving you the evil eye. Boom, bites you in the leg. You're like, ow! Damn it, man. Like, get off of me. And keeps doing it. They, like, keep sicking them on you. They're, like, they've got the sign, like, beware dog in backyard. And it's just, like, Veigar running around, just one-shotting people. Who's like, yeah. Fantastic stuff. Fun havers. 2-0.
Looks pretty fun again. Again, though, they're denying fun from the other team. And I just don't think that's good sportsmanship.
So,
if your name is Fun Havers, then you want everyone to have fun.
My pushback to that is similar to a very famous Pixar movie. You know, like how there's like the fear gas that, like, you know, when you scare the children, they give them the gas. It's the Monsters Inc. You know, like, they scare the children, and then it's like the
that
fear
is not
energy.
What it's called. The fear gas?
Is it not? I thought it's literally just... Anyway, they are emitting enough fun energy for more than one team. They're emitting more than 5 players worth of energy from Fun Havers. So whatever deficit is happening because of Coin Flip Gaming, they're making up for it in spades. Especially Asami.
I think it's just called screams. That's how they like refer to it. Yeah. Okay. They just have the canisters filled with screams.
Scream energy monsters.
No, it's just screams.
It's just scream. It's called scream/laugh canister. Cause I guess they do end up.
Well, yeah, because later, spoilers.
The purpose is to store up scream energy of human kids. I mean,
yeah.
Okay.
Pretty gruesome when you put it that way.
That's what I'm trying to think. Is it a gas? Is it like a... It can't just be sound waves, right? Like, it's got to be the gas. It's got to be like the air waves of the actual, like, screams. So air is a gas. I would assume they look like gas canisters too.
They do. I don't know if you knew this before you started talking about this, but Monsters Inc. is my favorite movie. I have seen it more than any other movie in my life. So you are talking to the expert here.
I'm in sync. See, we were connected here. We'll figure out how to get a 4-Town reference somewhere.
Best movie ever made
before this series ends.
Monsters Inc.
Love to hear it. If you haven't seen it somehow, you're living under a rock. Getting back into this series.
Check it out.
After this series, though, and by the looks of things, you may see it sooner rather than later. Fun Havers 2-0, and in dominating fashion both times around. This time a little less so than Game 1, but I think replicating the series that we had, or the game from Game 1. Those are like gonna be one in like 2 weeks that we see those.
I mean, speaking of 1 in 2 weeks, that's how frequently you can watch Fight Night Rift here on the Giant Slayer TV channel. We will be back with another Fight Night Rift in 2 weeks' time. So if you are a team that wants to sign up and participate, then you better make sure to try to do that. We have a Discord channel as well, which is probably being spammed in the chat, giving our Twitch mod something to do right now. You're welcome.
Exclamation point.
And it's not
It's
No?
probably exclamation point Discord.
Okay, that's the good D word.
Yes.
Say in the chat. Thank you. But yeah, I hope to see some more gamers here. It's been a fun time. And
Agreed.
when I say we, I'm saying
Colloquially.
mostly just Dimitri. It'll probably be Kangas back. Proving Grounds will be done by then. So yeah. Although
Hopefully.
we will be coming back like the day before from Houston. So that'll be a fun turnaround there for you.
Oh yeah, I guess that is the case. Either way, if you need more Wild Rift content, not just here, but elsewhere, we've got a Giant Slayer Discord like Sam mentioned. There as well, you can also take part in a mailbag for our podcast that me and Sam run here at the Giant Slayer TV Twitch channel. It's called Rift Reload. We get to talk with guests from around the world about all things Wild Rift. This last week we had Omo from the SCA region. Next week we'll be having coach of Cloud9 Nano joining us on the show. So if you got any questions, any burning desires to ask about Cloud9, definitely the week to do so. We've got last chance qualifier this last weekend, and going into Mall of America, the regional championships for the WNS, definitely going to be looking for some answers from Cloud9 after their performance at Major 3.
Also, I want to clarify, it's not just all of Cloud9, it's Cloud9 Wild Rift. We do not know why LS left, so don't ask that.
Yeah, go to Nano's DMs. He has the answer for that. If you want those, go to his DMs. Get that answer from him. I'm sure he'll appreciate it.
Do not do that. Also, the episode after that will have Rafa, and the one after that we have a super secret guest. That is going to be really fun.
I was really worried you're going to spoil that one. Okay, thank God.
No.
Thank you.
It's going to be really fun, as all of our episodes are. So yeah, definitely tune in next week for the episode with Nano, and 2 weeks later for Fight Night Rift. It's a fun cycle. We got stuff every other Tuesday, every Tuesday.
It's not just Wild Rift as well, right? Like there's TFT that's being played on this channel. There's LOR.
Yes, Legends of Runeterra.
Legends of Runeterra stuff going down. There's basically almost something going on in this channel every day. Depends on the time. I'm not a schedule keeper. I barely know what time it is. My Google Calendar helps me with coming on time.
By the way,
to all of the meetings and stuff.
On the topic of being a bad schedule keeper, I did get it wrong. We won't be coming up directly from Houston. That'll be true of our episode with Rafa. So all of us.
Yes, I was
we'll
gonna
be off
say
of the Houston trip, and
we'll
be back raring to go for
perfect
for episode
6. Rafa's 6.
Episode 6 of the podcast. See, we know our stuff. Amumu has been banned.
Just gonna let that one hang. There's no ban either way on the side of CoinFlip Gaming from their second slot, so it looks like they wanted to give him a freebie, which means that
Amumu
Master
Yi
went through.
Here.
Yeah, of course. That means Master Yi's going through. That means Karma's heading on through. Trying to think of another champion that they were getting rid of. Akshan, something that we haven't seen, but definitely has been banned a few times against CoinFlip Gaming. I wonder if that means we might get that.
We do end up getting Master Yi, and I was really wishing that we didn't see any more of this throughout the rest of the day. But
especially if you want your 3-0 prediction. They did get their win on this champion.
Very, very true. We'll see how that goes. Vayne into it is really curious. So Vayne does have the late game scaling capabilities and has stealth. So you can't be auto-attacked by the Master Yi when you pop the final hour and you use the
say
tumble,
that.
of course.
You say that, but Master Yi just one-shots you. Like, you're invisible and you die. It's like, okay, well...
Probably.
He's like, oh, cool, I can auto-attack you. As soon as you go for the third auto-attack, Master Yi's like, I'm back into Blink. I'm doing the Alpha Strike thing again. You're donezo, kid. Just exactly. Just put the phone down. It's not even worth it at this point. CoinFlip Gaming want to kind of double down on this, get themselves the Corki, which is still a flex here. Sly and Price could either of them opt for the trade here. I wonder if they just either go for they already have their jungler, so they just blind a top laner here. I mean, Set's already gone, so Darius is kind of up next in the totem pole.
Yeah. For Fun Havers, I'm really concerned with their lack of crowd control. They have it. It's just really hard to hit onto Master Yi. You really want to pack some punch in terms of the just point and tap on your screen for it. Things like the Renekton work really well.
Yeah.
And Dimitri, given the Seraphine the stank face?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're going
What's
to Game
so bad
4.
about Seraphine?
I think we're going to Game 4.
Oh, That's why you're staying face.
It's an early call, but I mean,
so this draft is just really good for coin flip.
I think I really like this draft. I don't know how you feel. Maybe you're like stupid emerald player. Keck W. I'm a diamond player. Let me show you what a real draft looks like.
I think I am currently in platinum. So I have diamond peak, but I'm pretty sure I am platinum at this time. My wrists have been hurting.
Feels good, man.
But my wrists are completely free and painless while watching Wild Rift, which is why I've been doing that instead.
Good enough excuse. We'll take it for the time being. We'll see how that kind of pans out. Hope your wrists feel at least a little bit better in the meantime. But
yeah, thank you.
Funhavers getting rid of more enchanters. We've already seen Funhavers kind of take this style where they're just like going all in on enchanters, but getting rid of Karma so late in the draft here gives me some weird vibes. Coin flip keeping their options really open. I just love Seraphine here just because she can go into so many different roles. She fills so many different kind of positions here on the team.
Now that one's the homie stock. Funhavers giving over a ban, missing
That's
that
a double.
one.
That's a double homie
Yeah.
stock.
Yeah, two of them. I don't
Do
think
you
a
ever
Mumu is
give?
going to be picked.
Do you ever give two homie stocks? Like that doesn't.
You gotta be really confident to do that.
Like, do you ever just go down to one life and say like, "I will beat you"? Like that just.
Yeah, that's definitely happened in Melee. Like Melee has seen it all.
Mm-hmm.
Been around for over 20 years at this point. So.
Okay.
Veigar's gone. Sami won't
That's
be able
probably
to
good.
just point and tap on you and one-shot you. That is one way to kill Master Yi. It's just Veigar ultimate.
I can imagine is Veigar ultimate, and he's just like Alpha Strike. Cool. Dunzo. Make you a very sad Veigar.
Yeah, you can't dodge that. As hey, we're back. There must have been something going on in that draft because people have been disconnecting a bit, and I assume that is the reason for the no bans across the board.
Yeah, it seems like there were some illegal things going down. I don't want to give chat too many ways.
Yeah.
But
So there's one thing there. If you do pick Yuumi, that's not allowed.
yes,
Yuumi
is
bugged in
incredibly
some
bugged.
way.
I don't know what the bug is, and honestly, we're not going to
I don't
explain
even
want
to know. Yeah,
exactly.
I don't even want to know.
The less I know about Yuumi, the higher my quality of life typically is for the most part. So, going on a trend line, I would say is fine.
I have bad news for you if that's the
Okay.
case, because TJ and I have been working on a video content piece about Yuumi to release that one. So
When?
So we haven't finished it yet. So you still got some time, and most of the reason why we haven't finished it is because she is bugged and not being played at all. But it's coming to a Wild Rift show near you, and when it does, just make sure you're reaching out to AlkBattery. He's going to be in a rough place. He's going to need.
I'm just going to avoid the internet for a few days. Like as soon as I see that video drop, it's an
That's
uninstall
my
Twitter angle.
That's my plan for all of the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet news.
Oh, God.
Because I acknowledge that I am on the internet. My face is there right now. Hi, everyone. And I'll probably get spoiled in some way for that game. But I played through Pokemon Sword and Shield without getting spoiled like at all. I watched the trailers and I watched like the new Pokemon reveals that they gave to us. But everything else I went in completely unspoiled, and I really liked it. And I know a lot of people didn't really like Pokemon Sword and Shield that much, so
yeah,
I think that made me like it a bit more, and I'm going to try to do that the next game, too. I just don't know which starter I'm going to pick, because I'm probably not going to figure out what they evolve into, because I'm going to avoid that.
all I'm hearing is that you just are enjoying being a contrarian for the most part.
I mean, kinda. Everyone likes Pokemon Arceus, and I like that game.
So this is since we have time, and you've brought up the subject. If you could carry around a Wild Rift champion, like as in the same form, like you have a ball that carries them, and you can kind of just like summon them. They like hang out with you. They're like a little homie, basically. What is your Wild Rift champion of choice?
Probably Zach.
You failed the prompt. I said Wild Rift champion.
You said Wild Rift. I mean, that'll age well. He'll be in Wild Rift eventually.
Sure.
For Wild Rift only players, Zach is a big green blob character. He's like Flubber, and I like Flubber.
He's also just a good dude. Zach's a good dude.
Yeah. I like Zach. You're right. I did fail the prompt. I'll have to come up with a wildrift champion.
Yeah, well, look, you got almost 15 here.
I think Diana and I would be friends.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I wouldn't want to carry around in a ball, though. That's kind of weird.
Well, like... Yeah, I guess you would have to carry them around in that.
It'd probably be Yumi, then. Yumi is the most...
You don't want to have Rakan hang out?
That. No, again, I don't want to... Like, if I'm going to be, like, really good friends with these people, then, like, I don't want to...
If it's a person, like, if it's a human, like, you don't want to keep them in a... Like, a sentient... Yeah. But Yumi's also sentient.
Yeah, I know that, but, like, with my own cats, Victor and Pat, if they're being unruly, I could just, like... get in my Pokeball. And, like, that feels fine. You know? I'm sure you feel the same way about your dog.
I don't have a crate for her, so it's I don't have to I can't put her in a crate if I wanted to. I kind of just like
what if you just had like a Pokeball?
I have like a that would be pretty good. Sometimes you
I know,
on stream.
that's what I'm saying.
Man, the more I think about it, the more this Pokeball idea is really like hitting. We got a draft here.
It's good.
Oh my god, we've got Asami. Now, there are three legends of North American Wild Rift solo queue. There are the three legends of the three Katarina mains. There's Asami, there's Johto, and there's it's technically
Truth.
four. It's Meals, but Truth also played a little bit of Katarina, but I know he's kind of fallen off on that one. So the three are there. The three pillars of Katarina mains.
Personally, Johto is my favorite.
Yes,
Johto's
agreed.
Katarina is my favorite.
Going by Sumiao now. Online, which, yeah, I wish he would change back. He's still Johto in the in-house server. I want him to just change back. Just
maybe that's like an alt account. Maybe that's like an account that he can use to practice things that are not Katarina and Yasuo. Well, he is already a master at those champions, and Asami will need to put up those numbers today if Fun Havers are to take this one 3-0. Of course, we are at match point. One win away for Fun Havers, and this series is a wrap. But they need to play against this oh-so-powerful champion of Master Yi, and Union already took some names on it earlier today.
Ooh, and changing up the summoner spells this time around, going for the exhaust, recognizing there's some good single-target damage coming out. They're even going for Darius in the jungle. Oh, they're having fun. Oh, they're maximizing.
They're Fun Havers.
Yes, CFG. The reason why I like this draft so much is you have two enchanters now for Master Yi, and both of them deal damage. It's not just like a Lulu or a Yumi. You saying that Sully does need to actually survive before we get to that stage in the game. Master Yi hasn't quite visited the lane, honey. You don't have to die quite yet. You don't have to give your life for Union.
You know, touching on this Darius jungle a bit more as all right, hold on 1 second. That was gross from Nielsen. Death sentence, flash, and the Flay secures it. First blood going over to Cloudy. I love that play.
Oh, but the minions! They're doing way too much damage. Cloudy doesn't flash out, doesn't flash away. Price goes in, grabs the kill as a return. So it's 1-1. First blood gold's going to feel pretty nice for Fun Havers. Getting some vision down as well, so they know Darius is topside. Rygos needs to play pretty safe. Drawing in Asami into the mid lane here.
Wow.
That's a flash.
Actually,
that's a barrier.
Does follow the movement, and he will trade kills as well. One of the double-edged swords of Alpha Strike is you do follow your target wherever they go, as long as they stay alive. So Union taking 3 too many turret shots under there.
Turret shot hits, you're like, no, I don't want to be here anymore. Same thing Rygos is saying as he just immediately uses the flash, gets out of dodge.
Yeah.
Kai's comes on in. A lot of movement speed from this Darius, even without boots.
True. Let's talk about this Darius for a bit, because I know if Esports TJ is watching the stream right now, he is absolutely seething that it is not Irelia jungle. Because he has been talking to me a lot about how the Asian regions are playing Irelia jungle.
Irelia jungle's good.
I know, and I've heard from TJ. You are not the first person to tell me this.
Yeah.
And I'm sure when he saw this draft, he was like, "It's happening! We're seeing it in North America!" And he was wrong. So, sorry.
We're
TJ.
seeing it in North America. Oh, the South SCA regions are going.
Asami!
What? Asami! I hadn't even finished my TJ impression before you got those double kills.
How rude!
It's 2 for 2, but Cloudy wants to go right back in. He popped the ultimate here. Gotta be careful here, gamers. I don't think you're getting much more off of that. 2 for 2 in the trade. Funhavers come out on top, and oh man, oh god,
You really do struggle in math. That was a 3 for 2.
oh.
There were
Numbers
three
are
gamers
hard,
for
man.
coin
We're
flip.
on
Turret.
stream. Are we hitting the lantern button?
Is
that what we're doing?
clicking it? Can we
Nope.
click it?
Nope.
We're not clicking it.
This
but
is
it
a
doesn't
normal
matter
save
right now.
experience.
Nielsen and Asami are here, and they're ravaging everybody again under this turret. More kills to be had. Asami, Katarina, I mean, you hyped it up. He's one of the legends in NA.
Oh, Asami, getting a triple kill even under the effects of exhaust. The exhaust is merely a recommendation. Toki did just get ignited by Rygos, it seems, and so kind of stepping back, doesn't know where Master Yi is, kind of waiting for their jungler to show up and be like, hey, I might need help getting this wave. I don't want to go down in a solo kill. But CFG, they don't have any like point-and-click crowd control. It's all basically like, is there going to be a silence from the Garen? Is either Sly or Sully going to land anything? Because if they don't, Asami just tears through this.
They counter hyper carry with hyper carry, and on the other hand, there are more carries for Funhavers, that's for sure. Toki picking up a kill onto Rygos with the help of the jungler, and now Asami, on the other hand, is showing what a hyper carry can do in these fights. He doesn't have his ultimate anymore, and he's looking to escape, as he does have a Master Yi on his tail. There's a barrier, but he is probably dead. Exhaust under the turret, and he's gone. Double kill for Master Yi.
Okay, we were talking about carry versus carry here against both teams. They got the Rift Herald after that kill onto Rygos, but Funhavers being a little too aggressive, right? Like, you saw that they took a split fight. It was uneven as well, as Kai's and Toki were topside. Nielsen, my guy, the flash engages. They look nice. Cloudy's going to follow that up with getting double summoners out from the side of CFG's bot lane. But Nielsen just cannot miss. They're magnetic at this point. The condemn against the wall means that Rygos is going down. Sly is picking up the wave in the top side, but Asami is spinning to win. The Garen's on the wrong side of the map at this point. He's going down. Sly's ultimate is here in the picture-in-picture.
Oh.
Kai's gets the kill. The Rift Herald is going to continue to crash. And can Nielsen or Union find anything? He's just CC the whole time.
One more auto attack would kill him in Asami.
Oh.
You are at 1 HP, my friend. Please, for your own sake, abandon ship. He does.
That is
Funhavers. That is the most?
That is the most Katarina thing you could possibly do. Just 1 HP, I'm going in. I want the reset. Give it to me.
He's doing it still. He did get the honey fruit, so it's more like 3 HP. But that's all he needs is Toki picking up a double kill with the help of Asami. More resets to be had. 5-0 on Irelia.
Dude, my only like question mark is like, is Asami playing from the servers? Like, does he live inside the Riot server room? He's just playing as if he got 0 ping. And Price had 0 chance of even, like, reacting. They had the package on Corki, didn't use it, wasn't able to. Had the flash, didn't get away from him. Like, this feels like the difference between, like, 40 ping and 0. Price, you're getting dove in between your 2 turrets at this point. You're not even going to get the wave. Kill goes over to Cloudy. Turret is going to go over to Funhavers. And it's 6.5 minutes. It's 10,000 gold up. CFG have no chance this time around.
I don't think any amount of pain can save him from this outcome right now. This is so brutal from Funhavers. They're very close to this 3-0 finish. They're diving underneath this turret. Another hook connects, and Nielsen just cannot miss. Exhaust onto Katarina, and it will be enough to void out all of this damage, although it's still 3 dead, including the kill for Toki. Another solo one. I believe that is 6 for Irelia. And you outplay the Master Yi.
Oh? Ultimate
doesn't
misses,
even need
though.
it. Nah, he doesn't need it.
Yeah, okay. I was thinking maybe with the exhaust, but Toki, he's showing off that he can be a one-man wrecking crew in this game. Every single time Asami dies feels like he's just going a little too far. Like, we're diving in Nexus turret, or we're diving like the inhibitors and the Nexus. Maybe a little too far. And Union, you know, credit to them. They're picking up kills. They're they're the most fed member on their team. But they still have less gold than Thresh. And so now, it is...
Oh, no.
It's beyond problematic at this point. Like, Funhavers, they have full control. The late game scaling that we said was going to be accredited to Vayne is already happening. Already 2 items. walking into Fog of War at this point is basically like just trespassing. You just get punished. They click the lantern button! Toki will punish Price for the sins of walking into the lane. But it doesn't matter. Funhavers, 2 kills in their back pocket. The Rift Herald is theirs. 20 seconds to wait for it.
It feels like the top right of our screen is also just the Toki show as he finds yet another solo kill onto Price. I want to draw our attention to something because Nielsen, I'm glad I drew our attention there. Another flash hook. I don't think they get this kill, but if he auto-attacked, he might have because he is building Divine Sunderer Thresh.
No shot. No shot that's being built. I see the Kindle Gem. I'll see it I'll believe it when I see it. Exhaust comes down. Toki, my man.
Ooh.
You're in a 1v3. Asami's just waiting. Asami's like, do I really need to be here? That's just BM, man. Let your teammates live. He's going to go in. He's going to clean it up. That's 1 Death Lotus. Can he get another? Keeps on resetting. The Shockwave comes out. He goes down. Double kill going over to Sly. They're conga lining in. They're going one by one. Oh, this is not the playground you want. Yeah, it's another challenger. Rygos, can you survive? Yes, he can. Red buff.
Cannot. Wow. Well, Funhavers, it turns out even when they trickle in one by one, they are still able to cause all of this havoc. And Cloudy, he gets exhausted, but it doesn't even mitigate the Silverbolt's true damage. You're still taking the full brunt of that one, albeit slower thanks to the auto-attack reduction. All right, Nielsen. Here we go. The recall's out.
Oh, no.
Look at the bottom right.
Everybody, there it is. There it is. We've got Divine Sunderer Thresh. And we've got Sly being taken down yet again. Togi and his mid laner are just running them over. But again, Funhavers are doing the most while they're on the Rift. They're diving under turrets. They're finding kills where they can. Rygo steps up a little too far. Even without the help of Thresh, the Divine Sunderer hooks. Cloudy finds a kill. Funhavers, it is 32-12 at 10 minutes.
Consider yourself sundered. Coin flip gaming. By courtesy of Thresh.
You mean to tell me a Divine Sundered this? Crazy. Crazy. Illegal, some would say. Snacks, I'm happy to report that as a first-time guest and a long-time Wildrift watcher, you were right.
Yep.
This is looking to be a 3-0 for the side of Funhavers.
All right.
They are, they're just throwing their bodies at CFG, and they're like, you can't stop all of us if we just walk at you.
I am sensing a 3-0 in our future as Nielsen is going to Divine Sunder them. Look at it. Look at all the damage. Look at all the glorious Cloudy chasing down Sly. A gigantic shockwave. It's completely meaningless, though, as all of Funhavers are still alive. All the important members, anyway. Sorry, Asami. They've got all of everyone here, including the Rift Herald. The 5th member is Big Purple Monster. They're looking for an inhibitor turret. Maybe traded by Union.
Union! Get him! Exhaust! Even if it got buffed this patch, it doesn't matter. Nielsen is going to continue helping out his team as they make the push. Funhavers looking to go for it. He finally misses. You can't keep landing them, they say. CFG willing to take the coin flip. Asterix being popped there for Kai's. He tries to find it onto Price, but ends up going down. And members of CFG, they're getting kills left and right. Funhavers bit off way more than they can chew. Cloudy trying to find this onto Ragos, but it is a command shockwave that stops them. Hit it! Hit him with the Divine Sunder. There it is. He gets the kill in enemy mid laner. Nielsen, that's what I love to see, brother.
Ooh, Rygos, I don't know if you can live this one. Sundered again, and now it's only Union, the Master Yi alive, and now it's just the Seraphine to save the base. Can Asami end this right now? Price is here too. Surely, 1 HP Katarina can't do this.
You say that, but it's close. Oh my god, he's burning down. He's just so close to it. 30 seconds. They're buying teleports at this point. Funhavers, you're playing with your food. This is obviously getting very sloppy as they're just like one by one and just going for whatever fights they can. They got him. They got him, boys.
Just getting more kills onto their members. I like it. I'm having a great time. We have Edge of Night Thresh now, too.
Oh!
I'm pretty convinced that Nielsen is playing Ultimate Bravery at this point.
Well, I mean, he's got enough
Surely-
gold for it, right? Like
Surely this is Ultimate Bravery Thresh.
him and his jungler, actually, he has a little bit more gold than his jungler, so he's allowed to do whatever he wants, especially after some of those flash hooks. Let him do what he wants, you know? Like, he's been a good boy. He's been a good gamer today.
He's been pretty good, yeah. Oh, that hook's not going to land. And not even going for the Thresh one either. Looking for maybe this inhibitor turret as Fun Havers. They've had a lot of fun today. They've won every single game that they have played, but they do need to actually close this one out in the end. Lantern button not pressed, as that's going to be giving over a kill.
Oh,
Okay.
Can you do
I
it?
really thought Asami was going to go for that.
Yeah, you know, considering what's happened the rest of this game, you know, you're not wrong. You're valid for that.
There
one.
it is.
Asami, there we go. Under the turret, is the one to go down. Gets silenced all the meantime for Toki. Finds a double kill. Union gonna be able to clean this one up though. He's gone. They've got the infinity edges. You see they're being completed, but I don't know how much worth you're going to get out of those items. It's 2 members living. It's Kai's coming up in 5, and it's Elder Drake now spawned here for Fun Havers.
What can they do with the Infernal right now? Can Cloudy deal enough damage to this one? Probably. They've got
Look
some
at
good
the minion
sustain.
toppling!
That is going to end the game.
Yeah. It's a cannon it's 4 cannon minions, a melee minion,
I think the game
and
is
a
over.
super.
Okay,
No, so
two
members are
waves of minions
respawning.
are here.
Yeah. And the minions.
Okay,
And be able to
okay.
get this. Dragon does go over. Rygos, if you live, brother, I'll be surprised. Cloudy
Nope.
ends up getting the kill. They're going to be able to reset, push out this last wave. They've got a Corki package, and it's going to have to be the package of the century. It's going to have to be on Times Magazine as, like, person of the year for them to really kind of hold out on
Yordle
this.
of the year.
Yeah.
And the winner of Yordle of the year is Corky.
Corki with price package.
a whiskey delta.
He definitely
Huh?
wouldn't slap the presenter of his award.
Oh.
1K. There's the Baron Nashor taken for Fun Havers. We're getting all the pop culture references in. You got Material Girl. I get to reference Chris
Twice,
Rock.
actually.
Yeah, perfect.
I think mine are a bit more wholesome, honestly.
That's why I guess I am Jekyll. Damn it. That doesn't work.
No, again, Mr. Hyde is the monster. You got it wrong again.
No, I'm saying, like, if I'm Jekyll, I can't be the nice one.
What?
I can't be saying the bad ones, right? Like, I can't be not. You're doing all the wholesome ones as as Monster Hyde, so like, it doesn't work.
This Corky
Similar to
package
this
might
team
work,
fight.
though.
Yeah, maybe. They're burning away. Asami
Okay.
is going to go down to Ignite. It's one
No, he's
last
not.
tick the healing, man. He just jumped across the entire map. Hello? What was that? He's got like 16 million resets. And that's it. Fun Havers 3-0, 6-0 across the day. Undefeated here at Fight Night Rift. They're going to get $500, Sam. And
Woo!
congratulations to them.
I don't know about you, AlkBattery, and I don't know about you, chat, but I certainly had some fun today.
Yeah.
That was some good gameplay. It's for some good gamers. Fun Havers making my prediction shine. So nice. I always love being right.
1 to 51.
They, you know what? This means that they had 30 more kills than the opponent in 2 games.
Across the whole series, I don't even want to imagine what like the kills versus like ratio
Let's
is going
see,
to
80,
be. You can do that math while I kind of get through
105.
this.
They got 105 kills in 3 games.
Okay. And how many did we see from CFG? CFG, I do want to congratulate them. They did make it to this point,
32.
especially after a kind of a demoralizing game 1. Definitely a hard one to sit through, but they made it work. They took advantage of the circumstances, and despite going out 3-0, I'm sure that they're going to be able to use this as valuable data going into LCQ.
Yeah, and again, I do really hope that everyone here that played today does sign up for Last Chance Qualifier.
Yes,
and maybe
please.
anyone in the chat as well who's looking for a pickup team, trying to find some gamers around in North America. I hope that you are successful in that as well, and I hope that we can have everyone participating in that event. Me and AlkBattery here, Alky B, will be there. And yeah, I hope you guys are too. If not in the games, in the chat as well. That'll be over on the wildrift Esports channel on Saturday and Sunday.
A lot of fun there. We'll have a few new members joining us on the broadcast as well. But we got a 3-0, Sam. You called it. Yeah, I let you call your mark there. You got it right. So as an esteemed guest, I'm sure, pat on the back for you. You got that one on the money.
I know you can't reach through the screen to do it, so I did it myself.
Yeah, of course. Sometimes, giving yourself a pat on the back is always good. Self-love is important, great. Everybody. Let's take a look at our bracket round robin if we have that available. This was just like a 3-0, right? We get to see the journey that we've taken to get to this point.
There it is.
And there it is. Like, Funhavers 6-0. And Coin Flip with the win over Immortalis in round 2. Or in round 3.
Round 3, yeah.
There it is, yeah. That one was the one that put them here, and now they've got $250 to spend.
Yeah. Pretty nice stuff from Coin Flip Gaming as well. I liked the gameplay that we saw from them, and Immortalis also. I think we got some good looks from all 3 teams. And, Funhavers, obviously the best of all of them, 6-0 on the day. Hopefully they're competitive at this last chance qualifier because if my math is correct, we don't have any big orgs there. It's going to be all just groups of gamers having fun, which is what Funhavers is all about at last chance qualifier. The best team that's going to be at that event based on past records is NME. So we have NME that's probably going to take a spot, and we'll see if if Funhavers and maybe Coin Flip Gaming can compete for the second one.
It's top 2, so not only do you have to try and at least knock out them, if not, it's you versus them. It's like you guys in the grand finals playing for seeding, playing for 7th, 8th. Obviously, a lot of the teams, even Immortalis, probably going to be playing in this event. Teams that we didn't see this week and we have seen in prior fight nights, Yawn could definitely take a crack at going for the regionals. Even if you're not going to be participating in LCQ and you do just want to be a watcher, or if you even want to join us at the WNS regionals, it's free to go. Anybody can join. If you just need to figure out transportation. If you can get to Mall of America and you get there pretty early, it is first come first serve for seating. So you can come hang out and you can see all the you can see all the wild rifters. You can meet your favorite players. If you're Konsui, you can be like, oh my god, I get to meet Starting. Yes. You meet your favorite.
I think he's already going,
online. Exactly. Yeah, he's with Saints, so he's going, so he'll definitely be able to see his favorite streamer. If you want to meet them, they will be all there. And for right now, Sam, we got a little bit of time. We're going to have an interview with Nielsen coming up.
Awesome.
So how was your first Fight Night Rift? Is there any feedback you can give for us here?
It was a good time. I think overall, next time we should probably find a 4th team that actually shows up.
That would help. Yes.
That is some immense shade. I don't mean that personally with anyone. I'm sorry.
Man, I thought I was gonna get roasted. You gave me a whole lot of slack, for making the fastest 0-3 team, but it seems instead, Sam, production was not happy with some of the flame you had earlier. So they said no interview for us. We've been bad kids on the television. So I want to thank everybody in chat for joining us. I want to thank Sam for coming in and helping put up a Fight Night Rift for everybody to enjoy. Sam, any final thoughts?
Definitely tune into all the WNS broadcasts. Me and AlkBattery, Alky B here, are going to be on for a good chunk of those days as well, including the last chance qualifier this weekend, as I already hyped up. And you already touched on it as well. If you are in the area in Minnesota, make sure to head over to Mall of America on that weekend, April 29th, 30th, and May 1st. We're going to be doing the WNS Regional Championships and sending some teams off to Europe for Icons also. So hopefully you're there. If not, hopefully we see you in the chat as well. And if you're a Kangas fan, tune in to twitch.tv/LCS right now because he is hosting Proving Grounds. That's League of Legends PC, though.
Well, if you want any more Wild Rift action, in 2 weeks we have another Fight Night Rift, so go ahead and join. We have probably links being spammed in chat already. If you want to join our Discord as well, that's the best way for you to get this kind of information to you as soon as possible. Next weekend we will have another another Rift reload with me and Sam. We'll be talking with Nano from Cloud9 about all things Wild Rift, North America, and everything in between. I've been AlkBattery. Sam has been here with me as well. Thank you to production, everybody in Twitch chat for joining us. We'll see you next week week for Fight Night Rift and for Rift Reload.
Bye.